Ladies, and also gentlemen, welcome to the Agenda Season Podcast. I'm your host, Kenneth, with my co-hosts.
No Trade J.
Failing the tank, Pop. We can't even tank right.
And guess what, boy? Today is the trade deadline. What did your teams do, Jashon?
Ain't do shit.
What'd your team do, Pop?
I wish we did some.
But we going to talk about it. We also going to go over a couple of the games of the week. Have a good time. Let's get into trade talks. Where we want to start first?
Shit, the biggest one today?
Biggest one is Chase Young, right?
Chase Young to the Niners.
Chase Young to the Niners for a conditional third round pick.
Yeah.
Man.
It's the third round pick they lost for what's the scrub that they had on the O-line that went to Broncos?
Mike
Just get something.
McGlinchey.
McGlinchey.
Yep. It was that one. So it's
the rich get richer, man. That's all I can say.
their defensive line rotation is disgusting.
It's
And their
nasty.
secondary still ass.
Their secondary, I said before, starting the season, it was bottom 8. What they now? Bottom 8. They literally have not stopped this elite wide receiver since I think the entirety of last year. They didn't stop a single elite receiver, and you saw Chase just have his way with them this week too. So they should have gotten that Jalen Johnson trade. That's what they should have gotten, and they should have gotten a Dory, because Lenore is a scrub, and Ward is just mediocre.
Jalen Johnson was on a trade block for so long, too. He literally requested the trade.
Yeah, I mean,
After
he wanted to
said
stay.
He wanted to stay.
He wanted to stay, but they wouldn't pay him what he wanted. So
Yeah.
I guess they're gonna spend the next couple of months working on it.
Yeah, because they said extension talks went nowhere
Yeah.
with him, so.
But
That's what I thought they was gonna do. I
Chase
thought they were
Young.
gonna target corner, but I guess when in doubt, you get more pass rush.
Yeah, Chase Young went for a third round pick. Guess who else went for a third round pick? Rasul fucking Douglas.
Look, y'all slandering Rasul Douglas. I think Rasul Douglas is a little nicer. He's a good locker room guy. He
Nigga
decent,
said
but
good locker room guy.
he's a good locker
He's
room
a
guy.
It
good
don't
dude.
matter if you're a good locker room guy when he's Magic City every weekend.
Oh my god.
And they play Chase and
Don't-
T. Higgins this weekend.
Don't do that. We know they got fucking Joe Barry coordinating that defense. That nigga's ass.
I guess. I don't know, man. Jair also not playing well this year.
Yeah.
But we can get into that later. Yeah, Bills got Rasul Douglas for a third as well.
That doesn't move me for them because
At all.
the
At
issue
all.
isn't their secondary. Their issue
I mean, it also is their secondary.
but their main issue is they don't got no linebackers. They don't have anybody to protect that middle of the field, and that's where they're most
true.
susceptible on that defense.
I mean, what linebackers was on
Yeah,
the market
what
anyway?
what good
guess.
coverage linebacker is available at the trade deadline pretty
True.
much ever, you know?
They're just gonna have to hold it up till the draft. I mean, they don't need to be pushing for anything either. That window is closed,
Yeah.
closed shut. It's winter time, nigga. Close them fucking windows. Y'all cooked.
Lions traded for Donovan Peoples-Jones. Why? I don't know.
I mean, he's nice and he's from Michigan. Went to Michigan. He's from Detroit, so
But
it was a good
They-
pickup.
they don't need a receiver.
They don't
They
need a
don't.
receiver.
They're a good
Their
team.
fans
with a
were
steady
mad.
offense.
I don't know what they wanted, but
They
they got a
wanted
pretty
pass
solid.
rush. They wanted pass rush, and they wanted a running back to.
Oh, they could have had Chase Young.
They could have had Chase Young. They could have had Montez Sweat. They could have had Brian Burns if they was willing to part with some premier capital.
Nobody was. The Panthers were dead at all that Brian Burns talk.
They don't have a first. If you offering a first for Brian Burns, they taking it.
Yeah, that's fair. But they're not. Nobody's giving them a first for
Nah,
Brian
not
Burns.
for Burns. Listen, if I was a
You're
GM,
just thirsty, bro.
I was sitting there scrolling, refreshing. I was fiending for something.
Man, I just wanted Uche to be traded, but
I was fiending for. I was ready to
fiending for
send
a
a text
bag.
message. I was ready to be like, Pop, how y'all feel about Uche for a fifth?
nigga, a fifth, get out of here.
A fifth-
Listen,
a fifth
you can
is
get a
crazy.
third.
Fucking Montez Sweat went for a second, and Chase Young went for a third.
Chase Young never had
At
11.5 sacks.
At best, you getting a fourth out of me for Uche. I'm sorry, it's
Chase
about
Young never
name
had-
value over here.
Hey, man.
Uche
Nah.
don't got that name.
Uche
value.
had 11 and a half sacks.
And Uche can't stop the
playing less
run.
than 40% of the snaps.
Uche don't play the
He
run.
don't play the run.
Exactly, he's just
he
a third down pass rusher.
He is
Okay.
a third down pass rusher
You get a
only.
fourth at best.
Doesn't matter. A premier pass rusher, I pay good draft capital for a premier pass rusher.
Because you guys got run stoppers. You need that pass rusher.
You get a fourth at best from me.
I agree.
I'm
I
offering
agree
a
with the
fifth.
fourth though.
I mean,
with the fourth.
when Chase Young went for a third, I knew that Uche for a third was cooked. But we should have been trading him because earlier the reports were we could have gotten this third for him. Why not give him up? We're not paying him. Bill is not paying. I promise you anything. Bill is not paying.
Are you sure all that third round pick talk was dead? Because again, Rasul Douglas got dealt for a third.
They were never. First of all, we don't get value for anything. We picked up fucking Mohamed Sanu for a second in 2019. We suck at everything. Like, we can't draft. We can't handle free agency. We can't handle trades. What do they be doing?
If you went through all the
like,
podcasts
what do they be doing?
and heard Pop talk about his team, you would think that he was a fan of a different team. Actually, no, because that is exactly how fans talk about their team. They hate everything.
That's
that
half of being
bro.
a fan. Half of being a fan is
It's just
hating your
being
team,
mad.
and the other half is loving when y'all up.
Nigga, they wanted EDC out the fucking city last year.
Hey man, niggas was we talked about it already.
Remember the Lamar shit?
That contract hit, niggas thought EDC was God.
They was cussing him out.
Today
on the way
niggas
to
are
the bus.
slandering him. I'm not gonna slander him. We'll talk about it. We'll move on to the next one. Next one we got. We talked about Chase Young already. The Jags got Ezra Cleveland from the Vikings. Apparently, according to Viking fans, that nigga's mid.
I mean, when Doug Peterson was on Pat McAfee when the trade happened, he was like, he basically alluded to him just being like a depth guy, which is okay. Like, I mean,
they gave up a 6th round pick.
6 for a guard, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Another Vikings trade. Vikings got Josh Dobbs from the Cards, man.
I like this for Dobbs.
Yeah,
he gets to play against a really good wide receiver group. Even with Jettis out, you got KJ Osborne and Addison, and then you got Hawk.
That has weapons.
Yeah, the offense.
No
is
running game though. So
no running game. They need a running back in this draft. They need to put it.
Dobbs he's made some throws this season where you can see something with him. He's obviously not going to be a long-term starter unless he becomes God over a couple weeks. But he's a great backup to have.
Y'all think he starts right away?
Yeah. No, he's not starting this week.
No, the
they already
starting.
the rookie's starting this week. But if he doesn't start next week, I'll be shocked.
All
and
right.
Unlike Kirk, like Dobbs is actually very mobile, so he won't be just like a statue back there. Even though Kirk is Kirk, and like shout out to my man's Kirk, man. Praying
Shout
for
out
you,
to Kirk. Let's touch on it just real quick. Get
That
well
is
soon.
heartbreaking,
Get well
man.
soon, Kirk. I actually felt really
That shit
bad when I
hurt
saw him
my
get hurt.
heart.
Yeah, like
Because Kirk's a good dude, man.
everybody likes Kirk.
Just
There's not a
seeing
single
when it
nigga.
happened and like niggas posted like the replay of it and you saw the little pluck in his calf and it was like, damn, that nigga's done.
Yeah, and like honestly, because it's not all right. I like Kirk, but he's not Aaron Rodgers. It's not like he has motivation to come back and like make a playoff push. I mean, like a Super Bowl push next season. Not right now, because right now it's impossible. Rodgers got hurt week 1. It's a completely different story, but
It shouldn't be a completely different story. That nigga Aaron Rodgers is a freak. But
yeah, I mean, yeah,
Continue.
that's he's
you
on
feel
drugs.
bad more than anything though because they was on the upswing.
They were on the upswing. They just won 2 big games.
Exactly.
So
and Kirk has been playing very well all season. He kind of always plays well, but he's been showing his ass.
Yeah.
Like,
he's been playing very well all season. But like, do you think he's coming back next year?
Not with the Vikings.
No, not with the Vikings, but like to football.
Oh,
I don't think as a 30-some-odd quarterback, you come back from an Achilles tear in like the next 18 months, really. So he might be cooked for an entire next year as well.
No, I'm saying like what I'm saying is like,
do you
is it
think
time
he
to
plays
retire?
football again?
Yeah.
Or do you think he hangs it up?
He's
How
what?
old is Kirk?
He's like 34.
35?
34? I thought he was like closer to 40. Like I thought he was like 37ish, 38.
No, he's not 37 or 38, I don't believe.
Nah, he's not that old.
I think he's like 34, 35, like Jashon said. In which case,
Kirk Cousins is
I can see him coming back.
35.
35.
I can see him coming back just because he can get one last contract.
Mm-hmm.
Even if that's as a bridge quarterback for some team.
Or even as just like a backup.
But I hate to see him in like a Matt Ryan type of situation where he comes back and he's really ass. I mean, Matt Ryan didn't get hurt. He just got ass.
He just got old.
Kirk's a family guy though, so
I don't see him leaving Minnesota too, because he got that house over there and everything.
yeah, he's a family guy, so he might hang it up.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
what was
it
thinking.
depends on
That's
because
really
I know
sad,
they
man.
said Rodgers got that crazy surgery. If Kirk gets that crazy surgery and he can come back relatively quick and he feels good, then maybe. But
If he comes
I
back
don't
by
know.
like you talking about like training camp.
by
type?
training camp next year, yeah.
I see him being somebody's backup for 1 or 2 years and then calling it quits.
I can see that, but I mean, if he does come back to be a backup, I hope he's a backup at the Vikings.
I can
And,
see like you draft a rookie quarterback in this coming up draft, and then you take Kirk, just in case the rookie's not ready, and
Yeah.
even if he is ready, you got a
You got
good top 15 quarterback for him your rookie to learn from.
The thing about Kirk is though, like when he's negotiating contracts, he does not play.
That nigga be
He wants his money. Like
he's a finesse.
So
that
I don't know
man's a
how
bag chaser.
would he like settle for like a backup. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see. But shout out Kirk, man.
Shout out Kirk, man. And he showed up to little kids night joint. They said,
Yeah.
like
nigga
ain't even
the
get
little
surgery
scooter.
yet with the scooter. That's dedication, man.
Yeah,
He's a good fucking guy.
He's
Stand
a good
up guy.
He's a good dude, man.
All right.
Hate it had to be him.
Hate it had to be him, man.
Real shit.
All right. Next trade, the Bears also traded. Well, they traded for Montez Sweat. Gave up a second round.
That's
which
gonna
is
be like the
basically gonna be a first rounder.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 35th pick at worst.
Mm-hmm.
So Washington has good capital to do something in this draft.
They have bread too.
They got
have
bread.
So much
They got like
cap
90.
space. Yes. Washington's gonna if their GM plays it right, they're gonna be like that next season.
Absolutely.
And if Howe turns out to be the guy. For the Bears, at first I'm like, why the fuck? But at this point, it makes sense. You're trying to rebuild that defense.
Yeah.
And you either are gonna run with Justin Fields next year and try to build around him, or get a quarterback and build around your quarterback in the draft. So you want to pay for defensive pieces.
I feel like if they go Edge and Marvin in the first, that's a pretty good roster because they got good backs. Their O-line is hurt, but they got picks in the second round and on. So, well, they only had that 1 second round, right? Because they don't have the Panthers second round.
No, they don't have the Panthers second rounder. I think they only had the 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they can get a tackle in the third, but their O-line is like they just got hurt this year.
But even then, with the way the Panthers are playing, they're likely to get the first overall pick. You trade back from that first overall pick, you get
some more
picks.
draft capital.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's very valid.
You got surprised that the Commies traded both Sweat and Young?
I kind of am because I thought that like
they was gonna
I didn't think
one.
they was gonna blow it up, but like because I thought one of them would go and they would pay the other.
I feel bad for John Allen.
Yeah,
that nigga was like, I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of this bullshit just to still be there.
Yeah, he should have went. That's the one they should have moved to a contender.
Yeah.
But that's the one they paid, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not sure when they paid him.
They paid him, I think, last year.
Was it last year?
Something like that.
I know it wasn't this past season.
But Rivera's gone.
Yeah, he's done. It's
gonna be Bieniemy, right? I'm thinking it's Bieniemy. He's already in the building.
Magic's an owner, so it's probably gonna be Bieniemy.
I think so. Yeah.
With Magic, I can see them making Bieniemy the guy. I think we had one more trade.
Seahawks got Leonard Williams.
Yeah.
That was like yesterday, though, right?
Yeah,
that was yesterday.
Yeah. That was a very good pickup.
Them niggas had they fucking bolster their D-line the week they ready to play us.
Yeah.
Dick ride.
Their D-line has actually been playing much because I was low on them and high on their secondary. But first couple weeks, it was a D-line carrying the secondary. And now it's like the whole team is just gelling really well. The only thing about the Seahawks is Geno just forcing it to DK 24/7. But they have a fantastic roster. They have one of those rosters where a rookie quarterback can come in now and be in a very stable foundation. Like their coach and their head and their GM are just in sync.
They're young, they're talented,
and like they got seasoned veterans in there. Like what's the linebacker? Bobby.
Oh, Wagner.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner's still there. He's still the captain. You got Geno to play next year, and then the rookie quarterback will take over after. If you want to go that route, they got a veteran in DK, veteran in Lockett, young good receivers in Bobo and JSN. Good back in Kenny Walker.
DK being your vet was just funny. That's it.
They paid him. He's
he's a tenured receiver too. He's been
Yeah,
there a
DK
couple
in,
years.
like,
but
DK and AJ came out the same draft. DK, AJ, and Debo.
Yeah, they in year 5.
God,
Yeah.
what a receiver class.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
And we got
Hollywood
fucking
getting
N'Keal
out.
Harry.
Yeah, it could have been worse for us.
Could've been
Not gonna
worse.
lie. All right, but some pieces that didn't get moved that a lot of people had talk about. Jalen Johnson didn't get moved.
Jalen Johnson didn't get moved.
The yearly Jerry Judy's getting traded. That nigga's still there.
Corlett Sutton didn't get moved either.
Pat
Surtain, I don't know why people thought he was getting moved. He was never getting moved.
moving Pat
It was
Surtain.
never happening.
I'm surprised.
Who else?
I am surprised the Broncos didn't. So they've been playing better as of late.
They have. I don't think Sean Payton's a sell guy. That's why I was always kind of like iffy about him selling.
You did give up draft capital for Sean Payton, which is funny to say in retrospect.
They give up a first, not draft capital, a first round pick for Sean Payton.
So you don't blow it up.
You don't blow it up.
Deal with the shit that you've got.
Yep.
Oh,
absolutely.
and niggas was talking about Derrick Henry getting moved, but Man killed that.
Yeah. Oh my God. We gotta get into that.
We gotta talk about.
That
all
later.
right. Wrapping up trade talks. We'll talk about our teams.
Yeah.
Pop, I know y'all was thinking about. Is it crazy to say selling when we talking about black athletes?
That's
Damn, nigga, you got philosophical.
I just thought about it. I was like, y'all was sellers at the deadline, but that's what you selling niggas.
Man. I mean, honestly, the people that was available for sale would have been KB, and he tore his ACL Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were talking about some Juju and
they was talking about Juju. Niggas was not taking
Juju, Mac, Zeke. None of those was getting traded.
They was talking about Zeke.
Hunter Henry, I could have seen go to the Bengals because they need a tight end. Yeah. I don't like Irv. I don't think
they started talking about everybody like right 2 hours before the deadline.
Yeah, I think the Bengals could have used Hunter Henry because like that's like their missing piece on offense in my opinion.
What year is he in his deal?
This is his last. He's a free agent.
Okay.
So I think they could have done that, but apart from that, I thought Uche was gonna get moved because we weren't gonna pay him. I saw us paying because it was Uche, Onwenu, Duggar, and Anthony Jennings that were up because this is all their last year of their contract, and everybody knows we're not paying Uche. He's a third down pass rusher, and Bill doesn't value those people like that. And we just drafted his replacement technically in Keon White. And Anthony Jennings can actually set the edging like Uche. Uche cannot. He is practically useless against the run.
So you feel like you guys missed out on an opportunity to get some?
We 100% missed out on an opportunity to get some. Because I know Bill is thinking, oh yeah, we're going to compete. Nigga, we're not competing. Our best players are all injured. Our best wide receiver is injured. Our best
corner
pass rusher is injured. Our best corner is injured. What do we have? Our team was already not that talented.
You got Zeke.
Zeke is actually pretty cool. Like I like Zeke.
I feel like
I did.
I was
Zeke
feeling
was
so bad.
More...
I was like, maybe we should
think
just
you
give
guys
up a fifth for Zeke.
I was thinking. I was like Zeke for like a fifth.
Zeke.
All right, yeah. To switch over to us.
The Cowboys need Zeke. That's who needs Zeke.
EDC, I appreciate you for trying, brother. These bitch ass GMs, these bitch ass owners don't want to sell their running backs, man. They talk about running backs don't matter. Running backs don't have no value, but then they want a second round pick and some other bullshit for their running backs. Make up your fucking mind. Titans owner, what's her name? Amy Adams something. Fuck you. I didn't really want Derrick Henry like that, but fuck you.
Minority hire. Not saying that on the pod.
Motherfucking what's the owner of the Raiders? Mike Davis, something like that. Whatever your fucking name is.
Mark Davis sounds right.
You broke bitch. Fuck you. Just take this fucking third in Justice Hill for Josh Jacobs, nigga.
I'd even give a second for Josh Jacobs if this is our year.
Honestly, I'd give it a second for Josh Jacobs, but they was probably trying to get some extra shit. I can't imagine that EDC was that thirsty to hang on to the second. He gave up the second for Rowe last year. A second and a fifth for Rowe.
Rowe is a different player than Josh, though.
But if you feel like you're getting a difference maker at running back or at any position, you give it up. Especially if you think you got a chance to contend.
I feel like we probably value the running backs as low as many other people value running backs, and that's why they didn't
utilize them more.
We in the podcast or we as the Ravens?
Ravens.
Okay.
I feel like we probably weren't valuing them at the price that they were selling them for, which is completely fair because you don't want to like tank your future to get 1 year of a back who can get hurt next game.
True.
But when it's your year, man, you go ahead and you take those risks.
You do what you gotta do. But yeah, running back was the main thing we was looking to get. Niggas wanted a pass rusher. I didn't see us picking up a pass rusher.
I wanted a pass rusher.
And then niggas were saying we might be looking at Darnell Mooney. I didn't see that either. I think they like the receivers we got.
My biggest, like, one of my surprises in this, like, I feel like an underrated story in today's draft thing is the Browns moving DPJ.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's telling us that Watson is more hurt than we think.
That or they believe in, what's his name? Who they
Cedric
drafted.
Tillman?
Yeah.
I saw a tweet saying that, like, it might mean Cedric Tillman is ready to play. But, like, from what I heard, he hasn't had a target all season.
Nah. That nigga barely be getting snaps.
He was the other Tennessee wide receiver, right? It was him and Hyatt. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Anything else on the trade, Kenneth? You ain't really say nothing about us.
Not much, man. I really did want to edge because we generate pass rush by scheme more so than by just rush for. We could have used Uche situationally, honestly, but I just don't think that we were giving up any draft capital for Uche, especially in a contract year because we just paid Lamar and we don't want to tank our future. But overall, the team is playing well enough that I'm content with where we're at. If running back becomes a problem in the playoffs, I will say fuck EDC retroactively because right now I'm like, okay, cool. You didn't give up a second or a third for Jacobs or whatever, or Saquon, but not much else. Not too much.
Nope.
All right, bet.
Breaking down the games.
Let's move to the games. We're going to start with the Buccaneers and the Bills Thursday night. This game was ass.
Garbage. The Bills games are just... I can't wait for Sunday
biggest
night.
takeaway from this is the Bills don't move me.
At all.
Like,
Their window
they're
was
just-
closed. I told y'all beginning of the season. What did I have them at? 9-7?
You think it's the injuries more than anything else, or this year they just not it?
I think this year they're
I
just
think it's
not
everything.
Remember when I said that and niggas looked at me like I was crazy?
What?
That this year is a spooky year for them.
I said at the beginning of the season. I thought,
I was the nigga that looked at you crazy.
I told
He was
you.
dick
Kenny
riding
had
the
him like what,
Bills.
14-3 or 13-4 or something.
I think I had him with like 13 was or something.
13-4. I told you that was not happening. I feel like they get maybe 10 wins.
They was about to get
They're
walked
losing to
down.
the Bengals Sunday.
They was this close to getting walked down by Baker. I'm not gonna lie. Chris Godwin gets his neck turned around a little bit faster. They get walked down by Baker on a Hail Mary. That's
Absolutely.
nasty.
They're losing to the Bengals this Sunday.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
We played a AFC West, so they're losing to the Chiefs. Can they beat the Chargers?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Chargers are such a beatable team. I never believed
They are a beatable team, but the Bills are a beatable team.
Yes, but it's gonna be a dogfight.
Can they beat the Dolphins again
No.
No.
in Miami?
How?
they
Rasul
beat-
Douglas on Tyreek Hill.
Not without Matt Milano.
Nope. Can they beat who else? They gotta play the Jets again.
That's a winnable game.
Is it?
If Perkman ain't back?
Even if Perkman is back, even if Perkman ain't back,
I don't think
they
Josh
couldn't-
Allen gonna have another game like he had that.
He has it like that against the
he
Bills,
has
against
like-
the Jets every time.
He has like every other game. Josh Allen is the worst quarterback in the league.
That
No,
was
like
a
the Jets
4-turnover
consistently.
game, though.
The Jets consistently beat him up.
4 turnovers is insane.
The Jets consistently beat him up.
Put Josh Allen against the defense that can contain his run, and he's cooked.
True.
I mean, we did it. The Jets did it.
Not gonna lie, I put this game on the rundown just so we could get some Bills slander. I'm not gonna lie. I hate them niggas.
I hate them for passion.
Can I keep it? Can I keep it 1K?
Yeah.
I watched the Lakers game over this game.
I fell asleep at halftime.
I
I didn't.
was playing Spider-Man while this game. I beat Spider-Man this night. This game was going on.
Alright.
I had the TV on. I was facing my desk, just listening to that bullshit while I was beating Spider-Man. No cap. All right,
Next
bet.
game.
Next game, we got Falcons at Titans. Heineke Hive, stand up.
Finally,
And
no,
take,
you know
take that El Mayo, man, bruh.
Hey, Heineke Hive it was a one and done.
Yeah,
He
man.
only got in because Ritter had a concussion.
That nigga Arthur Smith is a fucking liar. He benched that nigga. He just don't want to say it.
Ritter was too happy to have been benched.
Cause he know he ass.
That nigga was like,
He's
I know.
like, whew,
He
I
was
get
like,
to be a backup
the,
again.
The pressure off of me.
clapping and shit?
I can get paid to be on the bench.
I get to sit on the. I know that nigga was so
Being a
happy.
backup
Like
quarterback
he was.
probably so fire.
I know he was happy when Mariota was playing last year, and then that nigga got put in. He was like, "Huh? I gotta play? What? No.
He threw Drake London that hospital ball.
Tried to get that nigga killed.
I mean, he did get killed. He didn't come back after that in the rest of the game.
But yeah, Heineke Hive, stand up. We believe in our savior Heineke, the nigga that almost took down Tom Brady and stopped him from winning a Super Bowl.
First game ever in the
Man,
NFL.
That nigga like that.
He went
But,
off. That game was crazy.
That game was a crazy ass
Heineke
game,
and
bro.
Chase Young rookie
This
year.
close, bro. It was this close. But
Chase
you know,
Young was what Micah Parsons was before Micah Parsons became Micah Parsons.
That's nasty, but I get what you're saying when you say that.
Chase Young before the injuries.
Before the injuries.
Yeah, like Chase Young rookie year.
Ohio State Chase Young.
Got the hype that Micah has right now.
Talking Ohio State fresh out Chase Young. I remember I had nightmares.
He was going crazy his rookie year.
He was one of them ones. And then, what was his first injury? Did he tear something?
He tore his ACL.
I think he tore his ACL.
ACL like week 4 of that of his second year.
And he's just now getting back to like himself, his old self.
Like he's gonna eat with the Niners because they got all that rotation and Bosa getting double teamed. They can't double team.
It depends on if January 11th show up. That nigga been MIA for the past couple weeks, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah.
We gotta talk about the elephant in the room. Mailman, 4 TDs.
I did not see this coming.
You know
what? The craziest part about this, the Falcons are probably the best secondary in the league. The way they've been playing this season.
D-Hop was abusing AJ Terrell.
Killing him.
He was abusing that.
Killing him.
I gotta apologize to D-Hop. D-Hop, I said you was cooked.
I told you he wasn't washed.
Told you D-Hop was not cooked.
Told you he wasn't washed.
I'll admit when I'm wrong. D-Hop, you are not cooked.
I just say he wasn't a deep threat, which he proved that I guess he can be.
Man, he was out there.
He was killing that nigga.
Man.
He was murdering niggas.
What is 3 touchdowns?
3 TDs.
And like 4 catches, 3 touchdowns.
I know it's dumb amounts of niggas that had him on the bench high.
I had him on the bench.
Oh my god. How many points?
Yeah, I think he was like 30. No, it had to be like 30.
4 for 128 and 3 touchdowns.
That's 12 plus. Wait, 3 touchdowns.
Nah, the fact that you got the fantasy math in your head is insane. You're a fiend.
12.8 plus 18. That's 30.
I'm surprised you didn't have money on this
4.
game, bro.
Nah. That's 34 points. 34.8 points.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
In PPR.
Yeah, just I didn't expect this.
I didn't expect it at all.
I don't know what else to say.
Oh, Derrick Henry had 108 yards too.
Rest in peace to Malik Willis' career.
Yeah,
he fumbled that one snap. They put Levis in, and it was like, all right, fuck the black.
He didn't even fumble it. That was a high snap.
Yeah, it was a bum. It was a bum.
It didn't matter
because he had
them
multiple
niggas
opportunities.
The racism came out of Tennessee like immediately as soon as that nigga was on the field.
Hey, so is Tannehill's career done?
Fucking
Vrabel?
Vrabel said if Tannehill comes back healthy, he's still the starter.
How?
That's what he said. I don't know. He might be capping.
I give it one more.
Or
there's no way, bro.
Lying.
Or it might be a situation where Tannehill has to go on IR because the injury is more serious than niggas thought it was. I think it's just you know Vrabel. He's a Bill guy, so he's gonna give the politically correct answer.
He's
which
playing
is
the politics.
Exactly.
He's like the quarterback that I paid is going to be
your
the one
paid
that
quarterback
starts.
is going to be the one that starts unless he's hurt.
I mean, to be honest, if Will Levis goes out there against Pittsburgh, y'all so excited for that game. Imagine Malik Willis. Imagine he lights up Pittsburgh.
I don't.
You can't.
JPJ.
First of all, Malik Willis in 3 quarters had more touchdowns than Ryan Tannehill in 6 games.
Yeah.
You cannot play that nigga again. I'm
Twice
sorry.
as many touchdowns.
You can't play him again. You cannot play him again.
That's so nasty.
It's a
many
service to the
touchdowns.
team.
Yeah.
If you're playing him again, it means that you're sending a message that you're trying to lose. Because he sucks. Like, he literally sucks. He's ass.
Now the question is, can I keep wanting to say Mailman? I keep forgetting that nigga's real name.
Will Levis.
Is Will Levis gonna be the guy? Can he?
You gotta play him and find out.
Can he replicate a fraction of this game?
You just gotta find
play
out.
him and find out.
You can't speak after one game because he's not the quarterback that you schemed against. You probably
True.
You schemed for because he has no tape.
I think this game is the biggest reason that Derrick Henry is still a Titan.
That's fair.
If Will Levis and Malik Willis went out there and they was both ass, then the Titans would say fuck it.
What the Titans now? 3-4?
Something like that.
3 and 4.
And the Jags are 6-2.
Mm-hmm.
Titans low-key still in the playoff race.
Technically, but
yeah.
Realistically speaking,
No.
Unless Levis goes out there and all of a sudden is like crazy good, they're cooked.
They don't need to be. He doesn't need to be crazy good. He just needs to be good. Because Tannehill was nothing. Like, he gave him absolutely nothing.
True.
Him and Jimmy G, bottom 2 QBs in the league. You gotta change my mind.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Because Bryce Young is still a starting quarterback.
Bryce Young.
He had a good game.
Bryce Young doesn't have anybody around him other than Adam Thielen, and that offensive line is terribly bad.
I'm going off of what I've seen. I just gotta go off.
If you go off what you've seen, you can't say Bryce Young is worse than those two. This season,
you know what? Actually, definitely better than Jimmy. I think Jimmy might be the worst quarterback in the league. Actually.
Jimmy, last night was some of the worst quarterback play I've ever seen.
77 yards?
none of the receivers had a catch until like the fourth quarter or something like that.
Second, third, it was the first pass of the second half.
Whatever the fuck it was, that's disgusting.
Jimmy G so ass we not even talking about the Raiders game. I'm just gonna let that rock.
Was just I knew that was a bounce back spot for the Lions. Shout out my Jahmyr Gibbs. So Jahmyr Gibbs finally he won me 2 fantasy matchups yesterday.
Y'all think Monty's cooked?
No, he's not good.
No,
he's gonna.
You
come
saw
back
how bad they struggled
carries.
in the end zone without him early on.
True.
Just like the Raiders defense was just out there for so long.
So it's gonna be a
them
Pollard Zeke kind of situation.
type shit.
Yeah.
But Monty, they love Monty. That's their It's gonna be 1-1. So
Yeah. That game was so ass. We skipping that game by the way.
it wasn't.
Just
I like that game. I mean,
Nah.
I liked it from the Lions' point of view, but
yeah, fuck that game.
I just like seeing Jahmyr Gibbs win me my fantasy.
if you were watching as a Lions fan, you probably enjoyed that game. If you were watching as a neutral NFL fan, you were probably
did
like,
not
this
give a
shit
fuck.
suck.
Yeah, that shit. Was,
If you had Jahmyr Gibbs on a win me this matchup type of deal, you love that game.
but
And
shout
I
out
did.
MP though.
Huh?
Shout out MP. Niggas miss you, MP.
MP had that pick 6.
Hey, man.
I do
Yeah.
not miss MP.
Really?
All due respect.
Oh,
Not these days.
Well, I miss in the sense that like, I wish he was here instead of Rocky Sin.
Rocky Sin slander?
No Rocky Sin slander, but Rocky's kind of just there.
He's a guy. You know, he's not.
He don't play.
He's not one of the guys.
That nigga does
He's
not
a guy.
play. That nigga does not play unless it's garbage time. All right, we'll move on to the next game. High key, the only reason I wanted to talk about this game was because of Kurt. But Vikings Packers.
LaFleur is cooked.
Yeah, LaFleur is fucking ass, bro. That
And
nigga.
they're not gonna fire him because the Packers don't fire nobody. So they're gonna give him another year after. So they're gonna give him next year. Are they gonna pick up Jordan Love's 5th-year contract?
He's already past the time to pick up his 5th-year option. That's why they extended him.
So they have to pay him.
He's paid already. He has a 2-year deal that's less than the 5th-year option or something like that. Something like that. So he's here for this year and he's there for this year and next year. So they can evaluate them and see what they got.
That team is awful.
And honestly, it's hard to tell what they got with him just because of how bad the fucking team is. Just the play calling doesn't make any sense. His decision making is bad too. That nigga stays throwing into double, triple coverage. He don't give a fuck. But there's no run game. The offensive line isn't ass, but it's bad.
I mean, they were supposed to be good. They just always injured.
Yeah.
I think is the left guard still out too? Because I know Bach is out for the season.
Bach's done
which is
for the
nothing
season.
which is nothing new.
Zach Tom, the rookie from last year, is the right guard or the right tackle. I can't remember. Elton Jenkins is the right tackle. So
No, Elton Jenkins. I thought he was a left guard.
He's a guard.
He's the guard. Okay.
He was also missing the first 2 games of the season. So I feel like, I guess they need to just use this year to develop chemistry between Jordan Love and those young wide receivers, and then draft the tackle because they're gonna get a top 8 pick next year. Draft the tackle. Don't even double think it. Draft the tackle because Bakhtiari is as unreliable as any player in the league. I don't pick on players with injuries, but
At some point,
Yeah.
At some point, that's what you are.
They're paying him so much money.
J.C. Latham.
They're gonna be top 8, so they might be able to get. Yeah, probably J.C. Latham. I mean, because it's gonna be.
He's the Alabama tackle, by the way.
Yeah, he's the Alabama right
Nigga
tackle.
talking to me like I'm a slow kid.
I just
We
know
know
you
you
don't
don't
know.
know
He's
who it
an
is.
Alabama tackle, by the way.
I just know you don't
It's
know.
gonna be Olu and Joe Alt, and they're both going top 6.
What's the other one? Kingsley
Suleimani.
Yeah, him. He's probably later first round though.
Yeah, later first round.
Yeah.
I think
J.C. Latham is the move for them.
Yeah, I think Fatanu from Washington is gonna be early 2nd round or late 1st round. So if we go something other than tackle 1st round, I want to see us get in the 2nd round.
True. Yeah, on the Vikings side, we already talked about Kurt. Kurt went down.
Get well soon.
Get well soon, Kurt.
Addison be producing.
Addison is a fucking dog, bro.
He produces.
He's a guy. I'm so excited to see what Josh Dobbs can do with weapons. No run game though, like we said. So, anything else on this one?
Nope.
All right, bet.
Not much. You killed the Packers.
Them niggas is
Oh,
ass.
The Packers are ass, and they are picking top 8. They are awful.
Yeah. Speaking of the Packers, they re-signed Rashawn Gary to $24 million a year.
Oh
I
yeah,
did
they
see that.
did. Their
I like
defense
Gary.
is still ass.
Yeah.
Joe
Gary
Barry's
has
fucking
been playing.
garbage.
Has been I don't know how he still has a job.
Man,
It's been like every year in the running.
What's the even though they're playing better now, we'll talk about the Broncos, but him and the Broncos DC.
Vance Jefferson.
Vance Joseph.
Vance Joseph. I always say Vance because of Van Jefferson.
Yeah.
Vance Joseph. But they've been playing a lot better.
They're playing a lot better.
Are they the next game?
Nah. Next game is Puntageddon. Y'all like my names? I be trying.
Puntageddon was Wisconsin. That was hard.
I be trying.
Puntageddon and Perks. Hey.
Puntageddon and Perks.
I be up because y'all know we record these on my day offs. I be up on a Monday night, Tuesday morning. I just be like, oh yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I be in my bag. I'm not gonna lie.
And they be sleeping, bro.
Niggas don't know.
They don't know you come up with the title names too.
We grind for this pod, okay? We work hard for this.
Yes, we do.
But we got Puntageddon, Jets, Giants, Return of the Perk Man? Question mark.
It's time for the percolator.
Time for the
he
percolator.
He needs to be tested for every drug in the market.
That nigga is really.
This shit is not.
He's dropping back and throwing.
Bro, he's not real.
It's been a month and a half, dog.
Bro, I can't even hate, like, because this is unbelievable.
It's been a month and a half. It's no way.
Hurt September 11th.
Bro.
It's October 31st.
We're not in November yet. He's dropping back and throwing. If I see this nigga running next week, I'm sorry. He gotta get put out the league. It's no way.
There's no way. So
whatever ayahuasca, whatever them psychedelics is, man, they need to be banned.
The
Those
psychedelics
are
is him hearing dolphins mate.
Swear to God, that's pulling his Achilles right back up into place.
That is this man.
Yeah.
He got to be investigated, man.
He a freaky boy. I'm not.
Whatever he's doing, they need to do it for every play. Cause JK is still not walking.
No, JK's still on crutches, nigga.
So what is? JK was like, nah. JK saw that and he was like, I'm gonna get PD tested and you're not. You're A-Rod, and I'm just a running back. So JK,
you're a Hall of Fame QB. I'm a running back. They'll look at me like I'm crazy.
I'm a Jag, just the guy.
Yeah, bruh.
They started the same week. They literally had their surgeries back to back.
Yep.
And they were doing physical therapy at the same time. Because I saw JK walked in on Rogers getting massaged. Pause. Nah, this not a Deshaun Watson type of situation.
I think they got their surgeries a little bit apart. JK got his surgery first. Because JK got his surgery the Monday after. No, it was Tuesday.
Yeah, Rogers had his on a Wednesday.
Yeah, exactly. And this nigga is out there walking around.
Same facility.
Dropping back, throwing passes.
Walking,
he could probably do a light jog right now if you asked him to.
I wanna get that nigga a basketball and say crossover, nigga, right now.
That's gonna tear that shit right back up.
No, it's not, bro.
He going heem and that. His other Achilles going pop.
Nah,
this is absurd.
Like, yeah, Perkman was really the only reason I want to talk about this game. What? How many punts was it? 26 punts total in this game.
It was 15 in the first half.
Yeah, and like 26 total or something like that.
Nasty football.
You gotta think about that. 15 drives ended in punts.
Remember last week when I was like, if Danny Downs plays, that nigga gonna die again?
Yeah, that's why they hit him.
Tyrod died for Danny Downs sins, man.
Tony DeVito had negative 1 year.
Rest in peace to my man's Tyrod. He might be cooked for the season. Again,
Tyrod always has the weirdest
every
injuries,
time he gets a chance to start, that nigga gets cooked by something.
Nigga, he had a fucking. They stabbed him in the lung,
bruh. Now this nigga ribs broken. That nigga cannot catch a break. I just want to see my nigga Tyrod succeed.
Tyrod, the first nigga with a consistently injured midsection.
Man,
that's the craziest.
He got a ring, so it's all good.
Nigga, I don't know, like them. I don't know what that charges doctors doing now.
They're not real doctors. Y'all know what's the fake gynecologist nigga? That was their doctor.
Nigga stabbed him in the lung.
You said your bicep hurt? I think it's right here.
He said, let's run some tests. Shank the nigga.
They really shanked my man.
Yeah, but yeah, if the Jets can keep winning, then they're looking good for a potential Perkman comeback. Giants, I don't get why y'all didn't sell more pieces. You're fucking butt.
Terrible.
Just ass.
They run Saquon 36 times because you don't have a quarterback you can trust after Tyrod Taylor gets hurt.
Free Saquon.
Free Saquon because if you got an injury-prone running back and you ran him 40 times to lose a game, just tank. God damn it.
Them niggas really started running Wildcat. They said fucking Tommy DeVito. Why the fuck did you have that nigga Tommy DeVito there?
Did you see that nigga picture?
That nigga looks like he belongs in an episode of Sopranos.
I was just about to say that, bro. It's his family in waste management.
All right, y'all got anything else on Puntageddon?
Zach Wilson getting better every week.
Zach Wilson is getting better every week, but if A-Rod come back, that nigga is sitting his ass on the bench.
And Garrett Wilson still looks good because he's Garrett Wilson.
It's crazy how much the gap between Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave got. Niggas was like, yeah, they're close. They're relatively close, and then it just keeps...
I never said that. I said from the jump, Garrett Wilson is heads and shoulders above Chris Olave. I would have said I had tweets to put out, but my account got suspended. So, but I was clearly
rest in peace circles. By the way, I can't be saying some of the crazy shit I was saying before.
I swear, I had to delete some
just
memes,
in case
some memes. The Klaus meme.
You wasn't trying. That was you wasn't. Did they really go public?
No, they don't go public. Okay, but I did it before.
Yeah, I wasn't worried anyway. I was gonna stand on business if them bitches did go public.
You standing on business,
I'm standing on business if they did go public. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Alright, next game. We got Browns Seahawks. Why the fuck are we talking about this game?
Well, yeah.
Playoff implications for the Seahawks.
Is it?
Yeah, Seahawks is
the Seahawks
are the number one in the AFC West.
Yeah.
Second seed in the NFC right now.
With the 49ers losing 3 straight games.
Okay.
And the Seahawks playing well. They've taken the number 1 spot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get some Jashon slander off. You're cooked, buddy. Your job's gone. PJ Walker stole it.
No, he did not.
Yep.
That boy is
PJ Walker. PJ Walker stole your job, buddy. You're never getting it back. You're done.
The Seahawks are legit. They are exactly what I thought they would be. Geno just has to start playing better.
They don't run the ball enough for me.
They don't, and it's like, and my friend is a Seahawks fan. It was like, because we were talking about it, and when DK was gone, they were playing some really good football offensively. Then he comes back, they just keep forcing it to him, forcing it to him, forcing. He had 9 targets in the first half. 9 targets in the first half.
Be in the locker room yelling at niggas off the roids. Give me the fucking ball!
He had 14 targets, 5 catches, because they just forced it to him. And
his game day morning snacks is fucking Skittles and just roids. Yeah. He doesn't eat meals.
That's what I'm saying. It's no way you look like that and you just eat candy and drink coffee.
That's all he do. Eat candy, drink coffee.
It's no way.
His brain is screaming for nutrition. Like, look how big he is. He's 6'4".
He's feeding it with roids, and that just makes his brain angry and makes it lash out. And that's why he always pushing niggas and punching niggas on the field, bruh. That nigga got too much testosterone and too much.
Geno just got him spread the wealth. They got such a good receiver group.
Hey, Jake Bobo.
Jake Bobo was nice.
He out there.
Was he undrafted or just late round?
He undrafted.
Yeah, he's nice.
Yeah, he is. That nigga slow as shit though.
Yeah, I mean, but he get open.
Hey, that's all that matters.
And he catches touchdowns.
Finally threw JSN a touchdown.
Oh, JSN had a big game last week too. He had like 100 yards last week.
I have nothing else to say about this game other than fucking massage man. You're cooked.
Yeah. And
get the fuck out of here.
Brown's secondary has not been playing well of late.
Nah.
Gotta shout that out.
To be fair, specifically in this game, they did play against like a top 3 receiver core.
I would say top 2.
I was being conservative.
Okay.
Hey, every six.
What you got? Bengals in them?
It's probably top 1 actually.
Niggas was like, oh yeah, the Browns defense statistically is super close to the 2000s Ravens defense, and every week that gap between them and us as the number 1 and number 2 defense gets smaller and smaller and smaller. We see them bitch ass niggas in 2 weeks. Guess what? You getting 30 hung on you again, pussy.
Oh, yeah. Start Watson. Bring Watson back for that game.
Bring that pussy ass nigga back. I don't want PJ. I don't want DTR. I want massage man.
Kyle Hamilton giving him a forearm to the chest.
Pussy.
Kyle Hamilton's sack gonna go crazy. Is it here?
What? Oh yeah, it's here.
I would say we going, but y'all niggas be bluffing.
I think that game's on my birthday.
Bro,
what day is it?
I'm good for it.
I think it's November 12th. I think that game's on my birthday.
Oh shit. What time? Is it a 1 p.m. game?
Yeah, it's a 1 p.m. game.
I don't get off till 3:30 on Sundays.
And I work. What's the next 425 game?
All the 425 games are West Coast games.
Yeah.
We don't have 425 games here. It's either 1 p.m. or it's prime time.
You're right.
And we got Thursday night here. We got Sunday night here. And that's it.
We might have to go on a Thursday night game. Oh, that Bengals game's a Thursday night game.
It is.
Ooh.
That shit's going to be dummy expensive.
It's crazy expensive.
Hey, I'm willing to invest in
November 16th.
Okay. We'll look into it.
All right, we'll look into it. Yes, sir. That's going to be a crazy game.
First
time, I hope Lamar and Burrow healthy, bro. Because they never healthy when they play each other. It's either one or the other.
That nigga was healthy week 2. I'm tired.
He
of
wasn't
hearing.
healthy, bro. Look at him now.
We'll talk about
Come
when we
on.
talk about them bitch ass niggas, man. Jags Steelers. I don't know why we talking about this game either.
Field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal, field goal. That's it.
ETN.
I know the Jags are on a 5-game win streak. Their defense is vastly outperforming their offense.
Mm-hmm. Their offense is getting better.
Their offense is getting better, but it's still like something isn't clicking right with it.
I feel like this game was just like it was a weather game, and they had a lot of divisional games and a lot of games overseas. I think they only had one game at home in the last 5. So
I guess.
And they're 5-0, and they play. I think they play the Niners next.
Yes, after this week, because both Niners and Jags are on buys this week.
They beat the Niners.
You think they beat the Niners? The Niners have been looking real beatable.
The Niners have been looking real beatable.
Real beatable.
And
the Jags defense got the most turnovers.
If the Jags defense can play as well as they have been playing against Brock Purdy, who doesn't look very good as of recently, they can beat the 49ers.
Pickett got packed up, so we saw Trubisky and his Trubisky.
He had a touchdown to Pickens, right?
Yeah, he did. Pickens hurdled the nigga. That nigga's so
Pickens
good
is
at football.
back.
Get well.
I mean,
soon,
Pickett is
hands.
back this week, but yeah, I don't. George Pickens was doing all that talking and got 1 catch for 22 yards.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, them Jags niggas was shitting on them and they towels.
They was
Tough.
George Pickens' 1 catch was sexy though.
I can't. I won't. Yeah, I got the Najee slander this week.
What was Najee's stats looking like this game?
I don't even want to talk
Najee
about it.
Harris stat line. Hold up.
7 for 13.
I told you, bitch ass.
For a long of 3 yards.
That nigga's a fraud.
He's not even a fraud because he was never on. He's ass.
I mean,
First
to be honest,
round pick for mid-ass.
Warren had 19 yards, so it's like the entire run game was just
I
garbage.
don't want to hear it. That nigga's
he
trash.
had 19 yards on less carries.
That's fair.
Let's wake that up.
That's fair.
That nigga.
Trubisky had more yards than Najee Harris. Wake that up.
That nigga's ass.
I mean, Trubisky also had more, 138 yards.
I mean rushing.
Oh, okay, fair.
That
Trubisky had 18 yards and outrushed the starting running back.
Fraudulent.
Big Evan Engram game. You heard me.
My dumb ass left that nigga on
I
the
don't
bench
know
for
why.
we
If
forgot to
somebody's
talk about
playing against-
Darren Waller and his non-existent fucking hamstrings. That bum ass nigga, man.
If he doesn't come back
I hate that
against
nigga
this
so much,
revenge
man.
game, they got a revenge game. He got a revenge game against the Raiders. If
remember-
he doesn't play in that game and go off, he can fuck out my face.
He's not.
I'm literally dropping him.
He's not going to.
I remember 2 years ago that nigga said, "Yeah, my top 5 tight ends: Mark Andrews, George Kittle, Travis Kelce." He said somebody else, probably Hawk or something, and then he was like at the top, me. Fuck
I mean,
out my
that was
face,
a
nigga.
very good list like 3 years ago.
He put himself on the top. I want to hear that shit. That nigga was barely
He-
playing.
he was definitely top
that
5
was
back
years
then.
ago when he had
That was
hamstrings.
2 years ago, nigga.
Good Calvin Ridley game as well. ETN monster game. 70 yards receiving.
79
yards rushing. And a touchdown.
ETN
Crazy
is
touchdown.
a touchdown machine.
Touchdown machine.
Like he's really good.
Yes, sir. Very good. Niggas was telling me Tank Bigsby better. All right.
Takes Bigby is good.
He is good, but he's not better than ETN.
Alright.
Once T-Law plays to his potential, is a really scary team. They're
I
already
mean,
a really
to be
good
honest,
team.
they're winning games and they're not playing awful. And you're not supposed to be playing your best football until after Thanksgiving. So we'll see what they look like until after Thanksgiving.
Damn, it's already ready to be November. This season going by too fast.
Too fast, bro.
Last season felt like it took its time a little bit. This season is just.
Yeah,
you know,
are we in
the-
weeks 8 and
we're
7?
in week 8.
Week 9.
Yeah, this coming up week is week 9.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Nigga,
bro.
and we got some bangers this week.
Yeah, bangers this week.
Bangers.
Damn, I'm glad.
Even
put
the
basketball on that back
overseas
burner.
game is a
sure.
banger. Overseas
Oh, yeah,
is
yeah.
Dolphins
Chiefs.
9:30
9:30
a.m.
a.m.
Make sure you wake your ass up, nigga.
Oh, trust me, I'll be up.
I'll be
at
up.
work.
I'm going to be at work watching.
Oh God, I told them niggas already when they was like,
My
"You
work
come in."
Wi-Fi be blocking ESPN Plus, but not regular ESPN content, which is very weird.
That's hilarious.
Tough.
It's very weird. It pisses me off. So I'm going to see.
Xfinity app don't be working.
Is it on Xfinity or is it? Oh, I can put it on Xfinity. No, I got Verizon now, so I can put it on Verizon.
Yeah, you gotta hit up that Xfinity with the NFL Network, you know.
Yes, sir. All right, bet. Say less. Say less.
All right, Eagles Commanders.
Why did the Commanders play the Eagles so good every time?
Divisional
Every
game.
fucking time.
I don't care how bad you are. Divisional games, you gotta show up, and they be showing up. Honestly, have the Commanders. The only team that's blown the Commanders out is the Bears, which is very funny to think about.
True.
They're very competitive, but the divisional games they play it well, and they should have won this game.
Commanders were winning at halftime.
They were winning to like the fourth quarter.
Only thing I remember from this game is AJ Brown.
AJ Brown is dominant, dude.
Jahan Dotson had a crazy game.
Wasn't paying enough attention to it.
You should have.
I'll let y'all take over.
Shit,
on
I
that.
mean the first half. What's his name? Howell had one incompletion the first half.
Y'all niggas know the Howell believers, so
I mean,
hey, 400 yards, 4 touchdowns.
I guess.
What do you mean? I guess are the Eagles not statistically a top defense in the league, even though they're not playing like it?
I was gonna
they got
say,
the pieces,
yeah,
but
they've been kind of.
Dotson had
like
100 yards. That Sam Howell was dying them niggas up. Like
Crowder
that first
had
half,
95.
he had you gotta watch that tape. He had some insane throws, like just on a rope.
I'm just tired of doing this with the commies. They're great. They ass. They're great. They're ass. They're
you know
ass.
what they
They're
are?
great.
You know what they are?
They're ass, but to their competition.
They're the Patriots of the last 2 years, just moral victories.
I guess.
That's a good way to describe it.
But they actually have talent.
They play up to their competition, but don't win.
Yeah.
How about you let your number one receiver get some fucking catches? How about that?
Shit.
Nigga Terry just be there for vibes. I'm tired of that.
Terry had 12. He had the most targets on.
I've been trying to trade. That nigga is too inconsistent. I've been trying to trade that nigga. No one might want him.
I don't think he's inconsistent. I feel like just a rookie quarterback, and he's the one that began taking out. So maybe and they've been treating Curtis Samuel like the one.
All I'm saying
the last
is,
couple weeks that was pissing me off.
All I'm saying is when Heineke was there,
Terry was eating.
That's all I'm saying.
We'll see what it's like next year when Howell's like more comfortable if they decide to bring him back. But I do think they bring him back.
Yeah.
I think so. Unless you pick so high that there's no way that you don't
win some more games.
But they're gonna win some games. They're 3-5 now, so they're gonna win some more games.
3-5?
Yeah.
Them niggas ass.
Shit.
All right, fuck all that.
Speaking as a team who wins, 3-5 is ass. That wasn't even a shot.
That was a
No,
shot.
I mean,
that wasn't even a shot.
It don't gotta be a shot. We suck. I'll be the first to say we ass.
All right, let's talk about some nitty gritty, man. Them bum ass, dirty ass. Oh yeah, we always beat the Broncos, nigga. Them niggas ain't beat us since the fucking Obama administration ass niggas, man.
Yo, what this mean?
What's that?
We got the longest active unbeaten streak against a divisional rival in the NFL.
Oh,
now.
for the Jets?
Yep.
Nasty. Yeah, but the best team in the league, Chiefs, lost to the Broncos.
Patrick did not look good.
He was sick. He had a flu.
I don't want to
I
hear
don't
that
give a fuck about
bullshit.
that.
I'm not giving him excuses. He had the flu.
That nigga had what, 5 turnovers?
Yeah, he them receivers, they gotta get a receiver.
It's too late for that now.
Yeah, it's too late for that now, but I'm just scared.
Unless they re-sign Josh Gordon again.
I'm just scared because this year's receiver class is just, and I feel like the Chiefs just gonna get them one of them ones. If I see fucking,
They're not gonna be picking high enough to get like one of them.
You don't have
guys.
to.
You don't have to pick too high to get a
It's
great
literally
receiver.
8 first-round receivers.
Yeah.
I would say, all right,
This
6 or 7.
receiver class doesn't move me as much as moving you. I get that they're good, but first round.
With Andy Reid scheming, you can get a second-round receiver and he can play like a 1.
Niggas said that about Scott Moore, and Scott Moore's ass.
Scott Moore is not better than these niggas. I can name you got.
We say that till these niggas get in the league.
That is true.
Fair.
That's what I'm saying.
Bateman tape made him look like a star.
We not slandering Bateman this week.
I'm not even trying to slander Bateman. I'm just
Am I
saying.
putting Bateman over my top 5 in this recruiting class? Nope.
No. Not top 5, but
In this recruiting
it's gonna be
class?
like 6
Absolutely.
receivers going in the first.
Yeah.
I gotta do some more research on receivers. I ain't been delving too deep in receivers just yet.
That Stanford nigga, I think he's staying another year, but
No, he's a sophomore. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
he's a
sophomore,
redshirt
yeah.
sophomore, so he got at least another
He got
year.
to stay another year.
Um,
And Luther Burden.
fuck all that. No. Fuck this draft talk. I need slander.
Who you want to slander?
The Chiefs, nigga. This nigga Patty Mahomes threw 5 picks, and we just gonna sit here and not act like he did that.
5?
No, he threw 2.
It was 2.
He had 5 turnovers.
No, he fumbled. He fumbled once. I don't know where your numbers come from.
I heard 5. I'm not gonna lie. Our game was at the same time as this, so I didn't watch the game.
They turned the ball over 5 times.
Man,
total.
you gotta invest in YouTube TV. It is fire.
Man,
I do red zone when our games aren't on, and then when our games are on, I'm locked in on our games.
You only watch one screen?
Yeah. I'm not a fiend like you, nigga. This nigga be having his TV.
No,
his
we were
laptop,
at the Poly City
phone.
game, and he was watching a soccer game.
You're a
No,
fiend.
but that was the Classico, and we lost right before Poly gave up their first touchdown. I just knew that wasn't gonna be a good day.
Look, I'm sorry. I jumped the gun a little bit with 5 picks. The point is, this nigga Pat Mahomes is supposed to be an all-time great quarterback, and he lost to fucking Let's Cook, Let's Ride, Russ. Can we admit that them niggas are one of the worst teams in the league?
Yeah.
Can we admit that Russ is cooked?
Russ might be cooked.
Them niggas are ass. How did you lose? Why did you lose? The defense played good, right?
The defense is top 5.
The defense got put in terrible positions.
Their offense hasn't been playing up to standards their entire year.
But them Chiefs niggas are ass.
Patrick Mahomes against too high is Justin Herbert.
And like you just said with divisional games and how it can go either way, I don't want to hear that. Because guess what Chiefs niggas told me all week? We don't never lose to them niggas. I was like, I don't know. It was kind of close last time at home. I'm not worried about it. We don't never lose to them niggas. 16 times straight.
Chiefs niggas in Baltimore is hilarious.
Dog. I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all niggas are garbage.
I know.
Ass.
I know a woman who's only a Chiefs fan because she met Patrick Mahomes. She was like, he was so nice.
All the slander niggas gave us when we lost to the Steelers, I want that tenfold for these niggas. Because guess what? They ain't nowhere close to as good as the Steelers.
Nope, not at all.
So I want slander for these niggas. They're ass. I don't want no more number 1 team in the league. None of that shit. Them niggas bottom 5.
I mean, was they ever...
Bottom 5 is crazy. Yeah, you're such a shit.
Them niggas 6-2. 6-2.
I got a lot of hate in my heart for the mulatto menace known as Patrick Mahomes. I'm sorry.
I do too, because I'm like, just internally, I
that
don't want
nigga
him
just
to be
be
better
pissing
than
me
Brady.
off, bruh.
I don't want them to have a better dynasty than us. That's why I be hating.
But again, them niggas are trash.
Mm-hmm.
And they did turn the ball over 5 times.
They did turn
and
the ball
Patrick
over
Mahomes,
5
if
times.
you're sick, stay your ass at home and let your backup play. I don't want to hear that bullshit.
They was
Just
like to put him in, and Matt Mahomes was like, nah.
Just like the bullshit they was talking about with Burrow. Oh, his calf hurt. Wait till his calf feel better. Nigga, either if his calf hurt, he shouldn't be playing, or if he out there playing, his calf just fine.
All right, let me ask you a question.
What's that?
Who's the Bengals backup?
I don't know, nigga.
Okay.
But
exactly.
But like I said before, they lost their first 3 games. They would have lost them anyway if that nigga was sitting at home on the couch.
Hey, man, he's back and better than before now.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
That nigga was never hurt. He was faking it.
Okay, bro. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna get my slander and my agendas off.
My Bayou Bengals
ready
going to run.
Them niggas can eat nut.
You're such a shitter. You know.
I hate them niggas. I hate a lot of these niggas. I'm not gonna lie. I got so much hate in my heart
I do
for
too.
a lot of these teams. Fuck the Chiefs. Fuck the Bills. Fuck the Bengals. Fuck the Steelers. Who else I hate?
You hate us.
We're
not good enough to
No, the
deserve
Patriots
it.
as of recent, y'all haven't been good enough to
y'all
hate.
so ass. I don't have a lot of hate
Did
in
you
my
say
heart.
the Titans yet?
Oh yeah, fuck the Titans.
I hope the Titans are good again so that rivalry can come
Nah,
back.
them niggas is ass. Fuck Mailman too.
For no reason, fuck the Bills, actually.
I already said fuck
For
the
every
Bills.
reason,
All
fuck
right.
the
Yeah,
Bills.
it's fuck the Bills. Hold up, I'm about to pull up and list teams so I know who I
He
can say
to
fuck.
pull up a list of teams to hate on.
Fuck.
While he doing that, let's move on to the next game.
Nope, I'm ready now. Fuck the
Alright.
Bills. Fuck the Bengals. Fuck the Browns. Fuck the Packers. To be honest, fuck the Jags. Fuck the Chiefs. Fuck the Dolphins.
Fuck the Dolphins, yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. Fuck the Patriots.
He's going down an
Fuck the
alphabetical
Steelers.
list, by the way.
Fuck the Niners. And fuck the Titans. Oh, and fuck the Commies.
No, fuck the Eagles.
I don't got too much smoke for the Eagles. Unless we see them in the
Why
Super
you
Bowl.
why you got smoke for the
No
Commies?
Cowboys?
Just because vicinity.
I rock with the Commies straight off of vicinity, and they're not in our division.
Nah, them niggas can suck dick.
No. No.
I got a lot of hate in my heart I got spread around. Keep in mind, I'm not an NBA nigga, so I don't got no hate for none of the, you know.
I don't hate no NBA teams neither. Actually, I hate the Bulls actually.
And because like I'm more NFL than I am college ball, you know, a lot of that conference rivalry in college, it don't carry over for me.
I don't even watch college. Fuck Oregon. I hate Oregon for no reason.
Oh, it's fuck Michigan State just because them niggas is dickies. But other than them, that's it.
I think
you don't hate Ohio State?
Nah, but I do like
dislike them.
I do dislike them, but I don't hate them niggas. A lot of their players are good, and I want them when they get into the league.
What's that defensive lineman name? Chilumalo something?
Something like that.
Yeah. Tualale, something like that. And their linebacker got the hardest name ever. What's his name? Ah, shit. It's like Steel Chambers.
Something.
Crazy name.
Steel Chambers is a crazy name.
But the point in that rant was
I hope he's good.
The Chiefs are fucking garbage. Will they bounce back? Probably. But for this week, I'm getting my slander off.
Will they bounce back? Unfortunately.
Incoming Mahomes we know 5 who touchdown game.
Against the Dolphins. Oh, Mahomes versus Reek.
But we'll see you in the AFC Championship game. And until then, eat nut, Chief niggas. I'm done.
All right. Now, Burrow's back. Let's go.
Why you saying let's go? Relax.
My LSU boy's back.
Nigga got dick in his mouth. That's insane.
Oh, brother. Here we go.
It's hanging off your lip.
You about to get me started again. I just went on that whole rant. You trying to piss me off
y'all
again.
Can go ahead. Wipe your mouth right now.
Nigga, you're the one that's like Burrow's back. That nigga was never hurt. Get the fuck out of here.
He was 100,000% hurt.
If he was hurt, he wouldn't have been playing. I'm standing on it. 10 toes.
Hey, as much
not
as
everybody quarterbacks be ducking
Bengals,
playing hurt.
He was hurt. He looked hurt. He did.
All right. I'm about to get my real take instead of being on hot. Burrow was eating them niggas. I'm not gonna lie.
Terrible.
He was shitting on them.
Them receivers against the Niners secondaries. Barbecue chicken alert.
Did you see the one play where he was just scrambling around a pocket, like he was navigating that bitch crazy. Like Bosa legit like grabbed him, had his hand on him like this.
And he stiff armed him.
Stiff armed that nigga.
Stiff armed Joe.
That nigga January 11th does not perform when it's time to face a white QB, and I'm standing on that.
Bosa against white quarterbacks is like, who's an awful pass rusher?
David Ojabo. That was nasty. Yeah, that was nasty. That nigga is on IR.
But yeah, man. Nick Bosa has not been playing up their standard. Brock Purdy, I don't know what the standard is for him. But if the standard is his first couple weeks,
this game, right?
Yeah.
Then he's not playing up to his standard as well.
Damn. Ever since we complimented him for that game against the Cowboys,
they had 3 straight losses since the Cowboys.
3 straight L's. That's crazy. Gave that nigga props and he just turned.
They lost Trent Williams and forgot how to play football.
True. Remember we had the question of the week after they lost to the who was their first loss to?
The Browns.
The Browns was like, who you more worried about, Eagles or Niners? Y'all niggas said the Eagles. I'm saying.
That's fair.
I'll be on it.
I didn't think Trent Williams would be out for this long.
Hey, it don't matter how long it is. Anytime without your only good offensive lineman.
Yeah. I thought he was only out for that Browns. I thought he was only out for that Browns game. So I didn't expect this, but
I think it's even worse. No Debo, you lose your biggest yak merchant.
He's not their wide receiver 1 though.
Yeah, but he's the check down, take it 20 yards.
That's kind of Ayuk too. And Kittle. Everybody that they have is a yak merchant.
Yeah, everybody. And CMC, they got yak monsters over there.
They have nothing but yak monsters.
CMC is definitely a yak demon.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Couldn't we get a fucking running back, bro? Josh Jacobs and Lamar would be so good. Oh my god, it would help my fantasy too.
Oh, CMC hit the record 17 straight. He's probably gonna make it.
Fuck
18.
the record, them niggas lost.
Them niggas did lose, and they went out sorry. Them niggas had the ball back to end the game, was trying to fucking get a touchdown that wouldn't win them the game
immediately. And then he threw 2 back-to-back picks, and then he fumbled.
Not only did they lose, they went down sorry.
Yeah, it was.
I cannot respect.
Was flying down his legs.
And you still got Niners fans that are trying to stand on it, like, yeah, we're gonna come back. It's not looking good, my boy.
I mean, to be honest, even though they just lost 3 in a row, this is probably the best start they've had in the past 3 years.
Yeah, because usually they start out ass.
Yeah, they always start out like 3-5, and then just go on a crazy win streak.
True.
So I guess, and then they're on a bye this week or next week.
This week, and then they gotta see the Jags.
We'll see what That's gonna be a hard.
That's tough. That's what I'm saying.
As we
Both
said,
teams
they
coming
might
off a
lose to
bye.
the Jags.
Niners coming off 3 straight L's. Jags coming off 5 straight dubs.
Is there any timetable for Trent?
I haven't
Not
heard
that
of
we
one.
know of. He just out. Same thing with Debo. Debo got a fracture or something.
I'm assuming if he was out for more than 4 games, they would have put him on IR.
Yeah,
so I'm
he gotta be
assuming he's
coming
gonna
back.
be back against the Jags, because that's he's been out 3 games.
But then again, you
games,
only get a certain amount of
people you can bring back
from IR. So they might have just been like, "You good?" Because it's no roster gymnastics they got to do for him. So,
yeah. I mean, this is also probably like the healthiest they've been, because they're only missing Trent and Debo now.
Mm-hmm. Trent is a big miss.
Yeah. I'm not downplaying the missing.
It's crazy how good that nigga is. He's like 36.
Yeah, he's been like what we were talking about last week. He's been playing since like the fucking RG3 and Washington days.
Yeah,
he's been playing since Obama got elected.
Yeah, it's like
that's crazy.
It's old, but shout
old
out
ass nigga and is still the best tackle in the league.
Yeah,
crazy. All right, anything else on Burrow and his?
Oh, that secondary is exactly like I predicted it would be.
Oh,
barbecue chicken.
Barbecue
chicken alert.
Every single week. Every single wide receiver one they go against eats
100 yards.
It's automatic. 100 yards and a touchdown. Automatic. Look at the playoffs last year. Every wide receiver one had 100 yards and a touchdown. I think DK and Lockett both had 100 yards against them in that game. And they just, whoever goes up against them eats.
True.
It is what it is. They need a DB bad. They need to. Their first round pick this year. They need to go for Nate Wiggins or Kalen. No, Kalen King not falling outside the top 10.
I don't know why they didn't try to go for Jalen Johnson more.
I'm not sure, but they tried to go for Adoree, and they didn't put the claim in on time. They didn't submit it on time to the league, is what the reporters said. So, I guess they're just stuck with fucking Lenore
and Ward. All right, sorry, Pop, but we gotta talk about it. Patriots Dolphins.
Just talk about the Dolphins. Ain't shit to talk about the Patriots.
You gotta tell us what's going on in Pat's Nation, man. KB.
I mean, KB tore his ACL, so season's good. For some reason, this Pop's like 3rd game getting targets, and they're already doubling him. I don't understand why. Like, that nigga was in the dressing room, like, he was like, damn, I didn't expect to start getting doubled this early on. It's only his 3rd day out here.
True.
Shit crazy, man. We're cooked. Our wide receiver core next week is going to be Jalen Reagor, Pop Douglas, Tyquan Thornton, Juju Smith-Schuster,
Boo Boo Schuster,
Devontae Parker.
No, he got a concussion.
Oh yeah, he did get smacked. I seen that.
No flag.
Yeah, that was crazy.
No flag.
That was Deshaun Elliott. That was joking that popped him. I seen that. He rocked the
no flag whatsoever. It was some crazy calls in that game, but that's not
man. Shout out Joker, man. You was always hurt here, but I see you doing your thing out there headhunting and shit like that. We like those.
I suppose, but I mean, shit. It's not like Parker was.
You don't like that nigga anyway.
It is what it is.
Concussion or no concussion, he was gonna give you the same production.
Yeah, so it is what it is. So, I mean, we suck. The Dolphins, I predicted they'd probably be top 2 in the division, and so they're gonna win that division.
Waddle and Hill put up 100 yards on y'all because y'all had no cornerbacks.
Well, JC got cooked. He let up like 94 yards.
Raheem Mostert let me down. That's who I started over Gus, by the way, in both my leagues.
I don't think he let you down. Like, just the entire O-line is hurt. So,
I guess.
Yeah, their entire O-line is hurt.
Should have started Gus.
They lost their left tackle, left guard, center, and right guard.
Oh yeah, I can't. I hope they still like that when we play them niggas. Not gonna lie.
The Dolphins' inability to run the ball is gonna hurt them a lot in the postseason and when the games get like really tough, because they were winning this game the entire game and Tua still threw it 45 times.
Oh, big elephant in the room. Jalen Ramsey, pick almost 6. First game back from a meniscus tear. Wasn't supposed to be back till December.
He could have sixed that bitch. He went out of bounds on purpose.
Yeah, he should have cut inside.
Yeah. But still, that nigga
back off an injury.
Little 30, 40-yard return on a pick. Solid.
Yeah.
I thought that nigga was cooked. He may not be cooked.
If he got 40 yards on the return, he has more receiving yards than every Patriots receiver on the day.
Damn.
It is what it is.
They really broke you, huh?
I don't care. Like we should have just.
You had so much hope.
When the players just flew, they just dropped like flies. Like when Uche and Gonzo went down the same game, I knew the season was cooked, and it just kept getting worse. We lost KB.
It's crazy because like when LJ went down, even like season before last, I really thought Huntley might pull it out for us long enough for him to come back. I was still like, but I guess you know niggas is done for the year.
Yeah, they're done for the year. I mean, Judon was supposed to come back in December, but why would he come back? We're gonna be like 2-8. No, it's gonna be like because it's gonna be like 2-10, 3 and 9. I thought Judon tore his bicep. Tore his bicep, yeah, but biceps injury is like 3 months.
Nah, bicep is you get surgery on it, you done for the year.
Yeah, I mean, but they said he could come back by December.
That's crazy. NFL players are insane.
Insane.
Yeah. Respect. All right.
Just because he's a defensive
player.
I'm thinking of Peck.
No, biceps is usually like 3-4 months, but Peck
is yeah.
Didn't TJ Watt come back from a Peck?
TJ Watt had a partial Peck tear.
Okay.
And he rehabbed it. Same thing that Marcus Williams.
Oh, he didn't get a surgery.
Nah.
So how long is Marcus Williams expected to be out?
Marcus didn't get the surgery now. Didn't he play?
He played.
No,
he's out with a hammy. He popped his hammy in London when we played the Titans.
Yeah, but he was playing.
He was playing with one arm because that nigga
cannot. Pack is
crazy.
That nigga can't lift his arm.
You can't lift your arms and you're playing football, like playing tackling.
Bro. Them niggas different. I'm sorry. Y'all seen how I was acting when I sprained my ankle.
That's why their bodies be like that when they retire.
Yeah, fucked up. Can't sit down. Knees don't work.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever had a minor injury? And I'm talking very minor injury. Like
I cut my finger at work yesterday. I thought I was 9.
Yeah, type shit.
A little bit of blood came out. I was like, I need workers' comp.
I've never broken anything. I've never like I've had like mild ankle sprain. Like not like I don't know if you could consider it ankle sprain, but you know how like you kind of tweak your ankle sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did fuck up my back like the Saturday before freshman year of high school. I'll never forget that. Cause we had to run the mile first week of school. Yeah, I couldn't walk.
How you fuck your back up?
So I had new shoes. I just came back from my haircut. It was late night, and I was walking down the basement to put my shoes in. I just slid down all them steps, boy. Like I slid down like 12 steps. It was carpet steps, but that shit still hurt.
Hit you right on your back. Yeah, that shit hurt.
I fell down when I got up. I couldn't do that because I couldn't breathe. So I'm on the ground. I gotta force myself to cry to let the air out. So I'm on the ground like. Bro, when I say like I couldn't walk for that entire week, and they had me running a mile,
like
so
these.
I'm like, I gotta stop every cup. I'm like, I'm gingerly running. Oh man, that shit hurts so bad.
How long did it take you to run your mile?
Shit, I was like 12 minutes.
I think mine was like 10 minutes and 1 second.
I'm not gonna lie, you still had me beat. I was like 13 and some change.
And I was like, I think we ran the mile towards like the end of that week or the next week. But by that time, like it was just mild. But when it first happened, like I was dying, bro. Like legit, I was.
This nigga disc hit the step, sounded like he was flipping through the page of a book.
Bro, I swear, like I could have had CTE too, cause if my head bounced back down,
hey, we happy my nigga alive.
Yeah, I'll never forget that shit, bro. I was on that ground. I was on the carpet, like the tears just streaking down.
Nigga slipped down the step, died. No pod.
No
pop.
We would have never met. That was a week before I met y'all.
Tough.
Hey, no pop. I'm not married right now. That's a whole different set of circumstances. Damn. But I'm not married right now.
Butterfly effect is insane.
Butterfly effect is crazy.
That's crazy.
We about to get philosophical on the pod. That's insane.
Real shit, man.
I
love y'all, man.
Love y'all,
like
boys.
9 years
type shit.
We owe this shit.
Yo, don't do that. Stop that. All right, man. We gonna talk about Ravens Cardinals. This was a what the fuck kind of game for me, because me sitting up late on my couch, drinking a hard cider. I see that it's
shit.
God. You such a Baltimore old ass nigga. You
what
know
the
that?
Fuck? I can't spend a Sunday evening.
You had it in a black bag too, nigga.
No, I didn't have it in a black bag. It was a fucking bottle, and it was a fucking
with
bottle.
A brown bottle.
It was a bottle. I had my feet up on the ottoman. It was sitting on the ottoman. My mama cooked dinner. I had some smothered turkey wings.
Hell no, boy. You 45.
They gave was 4:25 p.m. He was eating dinner at 4 p.m.
Whoa, chill. It was the middle of the game. It was 5:30. Excuse you.
Dinner at 5:30 is crazy. Nigga.
Dinner at 5:30 with the hard cider, foot on the ottoman.
It was smothered turkey wings with some mac and cheese and some greens. I was smacking, nigga. Like, fuck. What are y'all talking about?
Gosh, you're so old.
Get off my dick. How about that? The point is,
continue.
Me laid up at home on my couch can see there's 5 niggas in the box, and instead of just running out of 11 personnel, running out of spread, we're fucking running these dumbass screens, or we're trying to push the ball fucking 30 yards downfield when our offensive line is getting tore up. That shit was fucking dumb, and I don't know what our OC was doing as far as that. And my revelation at this point is that they knew that we were playing an ass team that, while they want to be competitive, they're not really trying to win the game. They know that they're tanking. They know that they're ass. They know that next year is going to be their year to try to compete. So they were like, keep it vanilla, keep it basic. But that still doesn't explain to me why we didn't run the ball until the second half.
Gus, shout out Gus, man. 3 touchdowns.
He should have had more yards.
He should have had more yards.
This should have been a 200-yard Gus game. No cap.
Yeah, I thought, because the Cardinals give up a lot of yards to running backs. So
they had 5 niggas in the box. The 4 down linemen and 1 linebacker.
Yeah,
everybody else was dropping into coverage.
Yeah, because they can't defend against the pass either. So they keep light boxes, and running backs always eat against them. I thought Lamar was going to run it more, too.
Lamar hasn't been running at all this season.
Yeah, he hasn't been running very much at all. Unless it's a scramble drill, of course. But, like, besides that.
They got to incorporate those design runs.
They had him in the Colts game.
They do at the goal line.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they use it when it's necessary, which is fair. So
they're trying to keep him upright more than anything and reduce the amount of hits he takes, which is understandable.
Get him ready for the playoffs.
Exactly.
Yeah. Y'all playing for January anyway.
Exactly. Like I said, I think this was a game where they knew that we was playing an ass team, so they kept it basic.
Yeah, I get it.
But the kind of basic that they kept it, I just didn't like.
Yeah.
You see that they're giving you a light box, so
they could have came back in the second half too. And that fourth quarter, was you scared that they was going to attack Aguilar again and get that?
Well, they did.
I mean, they did, but were you scared that he was going to drop it again?
No.
Or you thought he was going to catch it?
Yes. Aguilar has been very solid this season. I can't even.
He dropped that first. He muffed that first one.
That's because he waited for it to come to him, and when you wait for a onside kick to come to you, and you don't have hands or you try to body catch it, it's gonna bounce off you. So that's why he attacked it. Now. Yeah, I don't know why he was on Hands team. It should be Hands team.
Aguilar Hands team is crazy.
Doesn't make sense. Hands
team is crazy.
Hands team should be. I was gonna say Zay Likely, but Likely been dropping shit to this shit. Not gonna lie, but I still rather have Likely on that bitch than Aguilar. Yeah, but it should be Zay Likely, Bate, Odell. How many niggas you have on Hands team? What, like 4 or 5?
5.
Wallace wasn't active, so I see. Yeah, they probably had to put Aguilar out there. Because Cola was probably out there. I don't think they put Mark out there. Yeah, they probably had to put Likely or Aguilar out there. Because we was down a receiver, I think, this game. So. But,
if I see one more Zay Flowers screen, I'm going to lose my
tired of
fucking
that
mind.
Fucking screen. The screen and that fucking toss play to fucking Justice Hill. I'm tired of those. Just run up the middle out of 11 personnel. Whenever we run any kind of inside zone or any power, they always fucking condense that shit. Spread it out and run out of spread. I don't know why this team cannot understand the concept of having your receiver spread out wide in 11 personnel and then just handing it off to your running back to run up the middle. It's not hard.
We never have Gus in 11 personnel. No, it's always Hill.
It's always Hill. It doesn't make sense.
If y'all wanted a zone running back, should have gotten Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook, and that's I was gonna say that our last hope to get a back of any kind of consequence, which I really didn't want, is if the Dalvin Cook requests a release from the Jets and they give it, and then we try to pick him up.
Nigga requests a release, he sucks.
Yeah, I really don't want Dalvin. But we need somebody. So.
Would you rather have Dalvin or Melvin Gordon?
Dalvin.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ray.
Yeah, Ray fucking my shit up.
Ray a hater?
Ray heard the Dalvin Cook talking was like absolutely the fucking out.
Keep that nigga out my city.
He know.
Ray no ball.
Ray knows ball.
On our defensive side, niggas was mad at the defense. It was a very vanilla day from the defense. Shout out Mike Pierce. He had an amazing day. That nigga was going crazy. And the fucking announcer sucked, by the way. Them niggas was ass.
I wasn't even listening to them. I had the Bengals game on speaker.
Yeah, the announcer was ass for this game. But
shout out to my GOAT, Geno Stone.
Oh yeah, Geno Stone's a GOAT. But niggas was trying to slander the defense. They gave up an open. Niggas were trying to slander my defense because of the end score. Through 3.5 quarters, they held them to 15 points.
Yeah.
The first, their drives throughout the game was touchdown on the opening drive. Then it was turnover on downs. I think it was turnover on downs, punt, turnover on downs, punt, interception, turnover or punt, interception, punt, and then interception again. And then they got a field goal, and then at the end of the game, they had the onside kick.
Yeah.
Or they had a touchdown, then they did the onside kick and got another field goal. They held them to 15 points.
Yeah.
They got 9 points at the end of the game with like 4 minutes left. So
It was garbage time.
it was garbage time points.
It was a good defensive performance.
That doesn't move me, and I believe in my defense that they're the best defense in the league. Fuck the Browns. Browns is overrated.
Fair. Going from one Baltimore team to another.
Are we talking Poly City?
Oh my God.
All right. For context, for those who don't know, Baltimore Polytechnic Institute in City College. We play a game every year. It's a very important football game. We had like year 130 something of this shit.
Yeah, it's like 135.
And Baltimore Polytechnic Institute has lost 15 years straight.
Man.
It is very nasty to see. They have not won in my entire tenure as a high school student or as an adult.
It's actually sickening. Like when we walked out, me and Kenny walked in the stadium, and you could hear the city students. Like they was the city team. They was loud. I was like, them niggas got aura. And you look at our niggas, nigga, bro. I swear to God, ask Kenny what I said. We looked at.
Damn, my nigga sorry like that now.
Bro, I got the
quiet,
picture,
bro.
The uniforms was ugly.
Grace said, they gotta get rid of that orange.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't go to this game, one, because I had to work. Niggas was like, yeah, Jashon, just call out and come. I'm not going to this game anymore until them niggas show me that they can win. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna still go for the vibes, but
the vibes was ass. You just said that.
The vibes was not immaculate. Actually, we saw a couple people we knew type shit.
Yeah.
That doesn't make the vibes good.
That was cool.
That's just some high school reunion type shit. And I'm not gonna lie, most niggas from high school, I don't like you all niggas.
You don't like the niggas until you see them and then you dap them up because y'all went to the same high school type shit.
I guess. Shout out to Asar, by the way.
Shout out to Asar.
I know Asar still listening to this.
Asar usually goes. He ain't go this year.
Asar a W-ass nigga, man. That nigga be dropping mad comments. And he pointed out that y'all niggas was wrong. Niggas was like, it was specifically you, nigga.
What was I wrong about?
He was like, yeah, Herbert like 5 years younger than Lamar. Herbert a year younger than Lamar, nigga.
Oh, shit. Herbert 25?
Something like that, nigga.
Because Lamar 26.
Yes, nigga.
Damn. Herbert has... Tyrod did get stabbed 3 years ago.
Herb been in the league like 4 or 5 years.
Shout out Asar for fact checking niggas, because on the spot I just was like, yeah. So shout out Asar.
You know what? Nigga. Herbert 25 makes sense because that nigga Bo Nix definitely 24.
Them niggas played in a bowl game. But yeah, shout out Asar. That nigga always be commenting. That nigga W Mans.
W Mans. We had a whole section for Asar for real.
Man, listen. Poly fucking sucks. Like, usually the game is close.
Quarterback has 600 yards?
667 yards.
Let me
oh my
shout out, because I got to shout you out because you killed us. Nick Cyrus, shout out to you.
That sounds like a baller name.
27 completions for 6 touchdowns and 667 yards.
Oh my
I'm not even going to shout out the quarterback as much as I'm going to shout out the receivers because he underthrew a lot of passes and they was just getting yak.
What was the final score again?
44-6.
Yeah. It was 30-6 when I left. And then it was 30-0 when I left. And then they made 36 and then it was 36-6. Then I don't know, whatever else happened.
Yeah, them niggas couldn't.
They made every single 2-point conversion.
Except for the one. Remember.
Except for the one.
They missed one 2-point conversion and the cornerback who was already down 30 points did a little strap motion, and I almost spit at the field.
You gotta take your wins as they come. And all that L, he found one win and he took it.
No, to be honest, he was our best player that game. Like number 2.
Shout out to
every play we made was number 2.
Number 2 and number 4.
Number 4 was a quarterback.
Y'all were the only ones balling. Number 8 kind of was balling, but he also dropped a couple passes.
RQB was ass.
Our O-line was awful.
Our O-line was awful. And then, so our OC, I'm sorry, Mr. Omar. I love you, bro. But our OC, bro, we every drive, it was run.
Pass.
For those 3 runs, 2 combined yards. Right?
We were down 20 points, and we ran out of I-form.
So QB don't got no arm.
Bro, every first down they let him through, he threw for a first down.
Oh.
The next drive, run, punt.
Oh, so that nigga just ass the OC.
I can't say that because
no, it was. All blame goes to the offensive line. We are small and we are weak. They were instant pressure as soon as the quarterback dropped back. There were no rushing lanes.
None. Every run we had like maybe 2 good runs. The quarterback would have to scramble and go out there like Lamar. And
so what I'm hearing is this year was the year when niggas was supposed to be fighting instead of last year because they just got spit on.
Last year was refs cheating.
They got spit roasted. Actually.
Last year was refs cheating. Last year, that second half, I promise you,
that.
We made like legit like 5 plays in that second half, and it was a night game. Night games go crazy.
I remember that. That one that was on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I was watching it.
We made like legit 5 plays that went for like 20 yards and all got called back. I cussed the ref out. I lost my voice cussing the ref out because I was standing right on that fence. I said a lot of words, but that ref last year.
That year was at Hopkins, right?
Yeah, that was the only year we had at Hopkins.
I said a lot of words.
I was pissed off that day, but this was fucking shameful. Like this was the first Poly City game I took my little brothers to because they both Poly students now. And my youngest
niggas beat ass.
My youngest is a freshman. And before the game, he was like, "You think we win this year?" I didn't want to say no. I didn't want to ruin him like that. I was like,
that nigga gotta know,
see.
Bro.
I knew we wasn't gonna win.
Niggas gotta know.
And he was like,
we went all 4 years without seeing a dub. Them niggas, it's no reason them niggas deserve any better.
Bro, is the worst part is like getting all your city alumni friends text you after, and then just be roasting, just shitting on you.
Oh yeah, my sister, not no doxing. Niggas pull up. You know, I keep that fire on me. My sister attends the city college. I had to drive around her friends after I got off work to Dave and Buster's. It was a lot of shit talking from little 14-year-old girls. I'm not gonna lie, I was very much so contemplating flipping that truck.
My wife's little sister go to city as well.
She was shit talking Grace.
And she was texting Grace the scoreboard every single time they scored.
Dog, because I got off work and then my mother called me. She was like, "Can you go pick them up from so and so and take them to Dave and Buster's and we'll meet you there?" And I was like, "Okay, that's fine." And I got there and I wasn't even thinking about it because I just got off work. And they was like, and my sister was like, "We beat y'all." I'm like, "Huh? We beat y'all." I'm like, "Oh yeah, the game was today. What was the score?" She said 44 to whatever. I was like, "What the fuck?" I immediately hopped on Twitter to fact check. I seen that shit. I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Bro, when I tell you, it got so bad the city side stopped cheering. That's how. And you know what's crazy? Every year when we was in high school, the very least thing we could say is, well, at least our band is elite. Our band is not elite no more. Our band is not elite no more.
Mr. G been gone for so long that all his students, all his disciples or whatever the fuck are gone. Yeah, so there's no remnants of Mr. G anymore. So now it's just all regular traditional marching band shit, and that's so boring.
RT needs to make his way to that. RT needs to make his way to the band. What's his name? What's the name of the
band
position?
Director? Or something?
Yeah, band director. Because we need some fresh out there. But it's, man, we are piss poor. Like I did
not spend my money or lose out on money going to this event.
I've seen a lot of Poly City games. They always close. They always come down in the fourth quarter every year. We just can never pull it out. This was never close from the jump. It was just fucking a
belt to ass.
Belt to ass. The entire. It's so embarrassing.
Tough.
It is mad embarrassing.
All right. Anything else on that?
Not on that.
Do better, man.
Do better. Football niggas at the Baltimore Polytechnic Institute, do better.
Man. And my little brother was telling me,
get some big niggas on that line.
You know, my little brother said, at least our JV beat them yesterday. Our JV always beats them.
Our JV always wins.
Always beats them. And then when they get to varsity, they just stop playing football. That's when
niggas hit their growth spurt.
Maybe it's the JV coaches.
Our little niggas is tough, but they just don't grow into big niggas.
They don't grow into big niggas. Yeah.
Maybe our JV coaches need to start coaching varsity.
They don't get no stronger.
Or is it the same coaching staff?
No, it's not the same coaching staff.
The JV coaches need to start coaching varsity. Because I've seen enough. Every single year JV beats them, And every single year, varsity loses.
Them
Some
niggas
gotta
hit
change.
16, 17, 18, and they don't grow. They don't get fast, and they don't get strong.
Oh yeah, I was looking on the field. I'm like, these niggas cannot be 17.
Yeah.
They look like 14-year-olds on the floor, man.
All right. We're gonna hit some quick hit topics real quick. For some games that we didn't talk about. Matthew Stafford, he has a UCL injury.
Yeah, UC joint sprain.
UC
sprain
joint
UCL.
sprain. So he's probably out for like a month, probably something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because their backup is Brett Ripien. They are for the tank. The tank is probably more exciting than
this is the first time in a minute they got their first round pick, right?
Yeah, this is the first time in like 5 years they got a first round pick.
Just a shame, because they've been competitive. They've been losing, especially yesterday. They got fucked up.
Yeah, they got
fucked up. But we'll see what happens with that. We'll keep talking about that week to week as updates come out. The Colts and the Saints. Minshew fucking sucks.
Minshew alright.
He's okay.
That nigga has 8 turnovers in 2 weeks.
How many touchdowns?
Nigga, I don't give a fuck about that.
What do you mean you don't give a fuck?
It don't matter how many touchdowns you throw if you fucking lose.
If it's like a 2-1 ratio.
Although that defense is fucking garbage. That secondary is garbage.
Yeah, that secondary.
Their secondary is fucking ass.
Yeah, I mean it's Kenny Moore and nobody. And I mean Juju Brents. I think Juju Brents got hurt, but
he's hurt.
Yeah, so it's just Kenny Moore and just pray.
Yeah.
And they were playing Rashid Shaheed, probably one of the fastest receivers in the league.
He's the best receiver on that team. Don't say it's slant boy.
I wasn't gonna say slant boy.
That boy say.
I mean Olave's
ass. That nigga has been underperforming like crazy.
He hasn't been producing this season.
But that's because he doesn't get the good. Like Derek Carr has just been missing.
Derek Carr is not he has one of those arms where he should be one of the best deep threat quarterbacks in the league, but he's just not.
All right. Minshew fucking sucks. 8 turnovers in 2 weeks is unacceptable.
I disagree, but
Minshew,
I think he's
my
okay.
brother, get well soon. I know you only playing like this because you got something going on. I hope your personal life is okay.
Nah, common piece for Gardner Minshew is insane.
This nigga has been pushing the Minshew agenda for like years.
All right, and then last but certainly not least, let's fucking clap it up. Fucking Bryce Young and the Panthers got their first dub, man.
My nigga Bryce. And he walked. He beat CJ too.
He beat CJ, man.
That's the
He outperformed CJ.
He proved why he's the #1 overall pick. It's about
first
fucking time.
game of like NFL history where the first, second, and third round pick of the same draft class were all playing in their rookie year.
In the second and third loss.
Yeah, second and third loss.
Tough, I guess. 2 and 3.
Bryce beat a really good defense. Bryce beat a good defense.
That's a bar.
Where nobody, him and Thielen against the world. Adam Thielen NBA against the world is crazy, but
The shout out Adam Thielen actually.
shout out Adam Thielen. He has been balling out. I know niggas been disrespecting him because he's old and he doesn't look the type, but he's a baller's a baller, and he is a baller.
All right, and then final quick hit. No QB controversy in Chicago. Tyler Bagent. He ain't it.
Not it. He's all right.
Anything on that? Anything on the Chargers?
He was getting
Y'all
limited
want
pass
to push a
attempts
nasty
anyway.
Justin Herbert agenda, Pop?
Not really. I mean, they won a game they should have won.
Nigga still ass.
I mean, to be honest, did you see the stat?
What's that?
He's 22-5 when his defense has not given up 28 points.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's a real stat though. You got.
Wow. I'm getting my agenda off that nigga's ass.
Out of 27 games, he's won 22.
Justin Herbert's ass. He's not
out of
clutch.
27
he don't
games
perform when his team needs
where his
him.
team hasn't
He's
given
Phillip
up
Rivers
28.
just again.
What you trying to say about Phillip Rivers?
Phillip Rivers was a perennial loser. He was a value merchant actually.
Boom.
I don't think that Justin Herbert is that though.
Stat merchant. That's all he is. What they call him? He's a social media QB. I said it.
Oh, whoa.
What's
Let's
that?
see. The 49ers are sending the Commanders the compensatory third-round pick that they received for losing Rand Carthon to Tennessee and D'Amico Ryans to Houston. So I guess they're not giving up the McGlinchey third-round pick.
Oh, okay. All right.
So they had 2 third-round picks.
Probably
Yeah.
compensatory.
Yeah.
All right. Question of the week, fellas. Which receiver y'all think's been most impressive 3 weeks? Reek or AJ Brown?
It's Reek. It's got to be Reek.
Is it Reek? Pop?
I mean, they do force feed him and target him a whole lot.
Uh-huh.
But when he can get open the way that he does, when you can create separation, create yak the way that he does, he's the #1 receiver in the league. He's also on pace for like 2,000 yards.
He is on pace for 2,000. He already hit 1,000.
AJ started off slow, and though he's been a monster these past couple of weeks, the consistency that Tyreek Hill has shown throughout the season, give me Reek over AJ Brown.
I agree. I think that offense is very much sink or swim with Tyreek Hill. The fact that they have all the weapons that they do, and as soon as it's Tyreek Hill doesn't practice for a week, that's all niggas are talking about over there. That shows how much weight that his presence.
His presence alone.
Yeah, just his presence, just him being on that field has. Pop?
I might have to go with Reek, but just
Off the Dolphins hate?
no, not even Dolphins hate. Like, I don't think I have a hate for the Dolphins, cause like
Y'all can't beat them niggas?
I mean, I hate every team in our division, but it's like I hate the Jets and the Bills more. The Dolphins just the Dolphins, you know. But I don't know. I want to say AJ Brown, because like the shit he doing is just crazy. Like
he pulls out some crazy shit every week.
He doesn't have Reek's like unbelievable speed, but like for his size, he runs like a 4.3, and at the catch point, he might be the best in the league at the catch point right now.
Yeah, he goes up and gets it.
He goes up and he doesn't get it. He fucking gets it. Like he snatches it. So
all that strength, he can catch, motherfucker. He can catch.
So,
DK with good nutrition.
Hey, I mean, I was just about to say, we know who the better of the two Ole Miss wide receivers is. Because DK started stronger, but AJ's better.
AJ also started with Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah,
DK
AJ
started with Russell
And
Wilson.
was putting up 1,000 yards. That's nasty.
AJ is.
Glad that nigga ain't in the conference no more.
AJ a dog.
AJ is a dog.
You like that?
Yeah. Yeah. So.
All right.
He wanted to be a Patriot, and we got N'Keal Harry. So.
Shout out
AJ,
Bill.
If we drafted AJ Brown, if we talking about butterfly effect, Brady would have retired with us.
Yeah.
Shout out Bill Belichick, man. That's it.
All right,
See y'all next week.
That's been a trade deadline edition.
Basketball season started.
Oh my god.
And we just going to quickly hit on some points. Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets still look like the most dominant team in the league. Nikola Jokic looks like the best player in the league. I have him going for his third MVP in 4 years, which is insane to think about. The last time it was done was by I think LeBron. I think LeBron won like 4 in a 6-year span or something like that.
Center.
Yeah, for a center, it's crazy. He's also the best passer in the league, which is crazy. The best rebounder in the league, and he's a plus defender these days. Very good. Zach LaVine dropped 51 points, and they lost by 16. Chicago needs to blow it up. They're awful. Zach LaVine is a good. It should get you like 2 or 3 first-round picks. DeRozan can get you a first-round pick. Just blow it up, Chicago. There's no way that you're doing anything, especially with Lonzo missing the next year.
He's still missing it?
Yeah, he was out for this year.
The cartilage in his knee is fucked up.
Yeah.
I thought he was balanced and saying he was good on first.
He told
season.
Stephen A. Smith he was doing squats on one leg like,
I'm
I'm good.
Because Stephen A. said he can't even sit down and get back up, right?
Yeah, he was sitting down and getting up and then standing on one leg.
He can sit down and get back up, but that don't mean he can run.
I know he posted that video and his knee was burning.
Burning.
Because it's just bone on bone.
Is it true Gabe Vincent's cook?
Gabe Vincent he's a rotation player in the first place. He's not a star. He got signed for decent rotation player money. He's not a starter.
Nigga say he put up 5 points.
He was showing his ass when he was on the Heat, but that's just not the player he consistently is. If he was, then we would have heard more about him, and they would have considered them key losses. But nobody considers them key losses. The Thunder. I just want to talk about the Thunder because that's the team that I'm deciding to be a fan of this year.
You're so nasty, bro. I hate NBA culture so bad.
It's just disgusting.
Baltimore doesn't have a team.
So
that's
pick a
fair.
team,
pick
nigga.
a team and stay with it. Like,
nigga, we don't even like basketball and we got a team.
Y'all got the Heat because y'all grew up in the LeBron James Dickey era.
That is true.
That's the only reason that y'all like the Heat.
That is exactly why. I'm not gonna lie for me. That's exactly why.
What year did Dwayne Wade win his finals?
I don't fucking know.
You don't know. Anyway.
I do not like basketball like that.
Anyway, speaking on the Thunder, Shea looks as good as ever. He had a stinker last game, but he's averaging like 28 points or something like that. He averaged 31 last year, and he still looks like the same scorer he's gonna be. Chet Holmgren has looked good. He stretches the floor really well. He can put the ball on the floor. He's defending amazingly. He had 7 blocks in his second game as a rookie, which is fantastic to see. He also had like 10 rebounds in the first half of that game.
James Harden burning
Shout out
bridges
Ausar
everywhere he
Thompson.
go.
James Harden does burn bridges every single place that he goes. He's on the Clippers now. I didn't really want to talk about it because the Sixers got nothing back at all. They got back a Dorito chip.
What's the nigga that they wanted to trade with him and they was like no?
Terrence Mann.
I guess I don't know.
They wanted Terrence Mann. They weren't gonna get Terrence Mann, and James Harden wasn't gonna play for the Sixers no matter what. So they were gonna trade him. They traded him for nothing, but at the end of the day, Tyrese Maxey is gonna shine. So you kind of got that. You're not keeping up with the competitive teams in the East because the Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks are still so much better than you are because they have these top end talent in multiple places. Pape was ready to say something.
The CFP rankings just came out. I forgot it was today.
Oh, you talking college football? Anyway,
yeah, go ahead.
Let's talk about real sports.
Oh my God,
Okay.
Dick Eaton.
Oh my God, Jashon.
What?
They got Ohio State #1.
No!
Weren't you supposed to hate Ohio State? Didn't he just say that?
They're the rivals, and they have not had
They're not supposed to be #1 over Georgia, over us.
Georgia has not been good.
Nigga, we take a week off and they're #1. How the fuck? Oh my God.
We 14. Missouri is above us, and we beat them. All right.
Y'all defense is so ass.
Anyway, last thing on the NBA before I let them have their college football talk. Victor Wembanyama is absolutely him. The wingspan, the shot creation, the ability to pass, the ability to defend. Victor Wembanyama is going to be an amazing player. It's been really fun seeing him these last 3 games, even though he hasn't particularly showed out in any of the 3 games. I don't think he's had over 20 points in a game. But just his ability to cover the floor, his ability to run the break. He's like a gazelle out there at 7'4" with an 8-foot wingspan. It's really fucking ridiculous. All right, go ahead. Y'all can talk
There's
about
no
college.
way niggas take a week off and we drop the fucking 3.
How did Ohio State? Ohio State has looked vulnerable.
These AP niggas don't make any fucking sense. They dropped fucking Georgia to 2 and dropped Michigan to 3. We didn't even play this week. Ohio State looks ass in every single one of the wins.
Every single win.
Oh
They're
a second half team, like just like the fucking Packers come out and look ass in the first half, and then they come in the second half and try to make it look close. That's fucking Ohio State.
Wow, man.
This is some bullshit.
So the rankings is officially Ohio State, Georgia, Michigan, Florida State, which is going to be the top 4, but not in that order.
Florida State is valid.
And then you got Washington 5, Oregon 6, Texas 7, Bama 8,
and
Oklahoma 9, Ole Miss 10. I understand Missouri is 7-1. But they are not better than us, bro. Because we beat them. We should be 12. I mean, 11.
What team are you a fan of again?
I'm an LSU
You're
fan.
an LSU fan, right?
AP rankings are fucking disgusting. I hate the system as a whole. I like talking shit when we in the top of it, and I get we still in the top. But niggas didn't even play, and they dropped us to 3. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Ohio State is ass.
Ohio State is garbage.
I know I was just saying I don't hate them niggas like that, but they have looked ass. It's no reason for them to be #1.
What is the basis on AP rankings? Is it based
it's
off?
just,
is it
numbers?
Yeah, it's just a committee that votes. It's Associated
They
Press.
base it
It's
like
just an
on
average.
like
They vote, and then it's aggregated.
Yeah.
It's an aggregated voting system.
Oh, that's absolutely.
It's kind of
stupid.
similar to MVP.
That's stupid.
it's stupid, but it helps the drama.
Yeah.
It makes it fun a little, but
It makes
'cause,
it so
it
niggas
gives us
can
something
argue.
to complain about.
It gives you something to argue
Because
about.
every
dead
week
ass.
you look at it like, what the fuck?
Which, by the way, we should have been #1 over Georgia 2 weeks ago. No
This
cap.
like the first playoff ranking though, because it was just the AP top 25, but today is the first playoff ranking.
And
The
that's
first
how you-
playoff top 25.
Yeah, it's how you get assigned playoff seeding.
Yeah,
They're basing playoff seeding off of opinions. Is crazy.
pretty much. They base it off like if you're supposed to say who had like a one-sided game this week? So say the Ravens, right? And the Ravens were supposed to beat Arizona. Like the Ravens spread against Arizona was like what? 9. And they kept it. What was it? Was it a 9-point game in the end? It was like a 7.
Yeah, it was
8.
7-point game in
But
the
like,
end.
imagine if you had like because in college you get like lots of 24-point spreads or like 30-point spreads.
Because you
And
got a lot of
you over here,
top-tier
like
programs.
Bama was in a dogfight with fucking Tulane one year, and like if you're in a dogfight with a team that's like 2 and 3, you're gonna drop down, especially when somebody else just won a good game. Like
it's because there's so many schools.
Exactly.
So you
It
got
helps with the- it helps
that's
with the
why
drama.
niggas lose one game and like you're done. Like USC lost, they lost twice. They're done. They're not.
Yeah, USC is 20 right now, so they're not going to be in the playoffs.
They're cooked.
And next year is the 12 team playoffs, right?
I think so.
Yeah, next year. Yes, sir. But that's about it from us today.
I know I just said I don't hate them niggas like that. This shit just pissed me off. Fuck Ohio State.
This is crazy.
This is ass.
I might start a Friday pod for just NBA.
Wait, who, nigga?
Me, nigga.
Solo pod.
Just you?
I love myself. What are you talking about? I'm
Okay,
going get here in front of the mic and start dibbity dabbity wibbity whack.
Okay,
what
nigga.
These niggas talking about?
Nigga said, fuck us. Okay.
I'm a support, you know. I can't offer anything substantial in NBA.
You watch
honestly,
NBA kinda.
I kinda watch, but like I don't know anything like.
You niggas will not catch me watching that shit until playoffs. I'm sorry.
I be watching it because there's nothing else on.
I be reading. I'm not gonna lie. I be sitting there with a book in my hand. I'd rather read than watch that shit.
You gotta get into the narratives, nigga.
Don't have enough time.
You gotta get into the lore.
It gets better after the.
What's the little award shit that Messi one called?
The Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, that shit.
8. Nobody's ever doing it again. He's the GOAT, greatest athlete in our generation. Straight like that.
Texas is up 2-1 against the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, and then Adolis Garcia is out.
There you go.
And then Scherzer got hurt.
Just like that, we covered all the sports on the logo.
You know, Jashon looked at the logo.
I was trying.
Baseball? All right.
I was trying. High IQ.
I haven't watched the World Series. I'm not going to lie.
I stopped giving a fuck as soon as the second round was over. I'm not going to lie.
No, the Rangers Astros was fun. That was a very fun matchup.
I watched game 1 and either game 2 or game 3. I only watched two games out of the series.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lie.
All the games was fun.
Losing the way we did, getting swept like that, it just...
You better get us a fucking hitter, John Angelos.
Get us better pitching, nigga.
That too.
Did they ever sign the lease?
Yeah, they signed the lease.
Okay.
They announced it the day we
I know they announced it, but when they announced it, it wasn't really signed.
Oh, I don't know.
They had agreed in principle.
Yeah, they agreed it. I don't know. I don't know if they signed it.
Yeah, I need to look into that because
niggas
niggas said they agreed, but it wasn't really signed. And if that shit ain't signed, Westmore, I'm coming. Ooh, I was about to threaten the governor. Cut this shit off while I say some crazy shit.
Oh, speaking of governor, the mayor was at the Poly City game again. He just be standing around with no security or nothing.
That nigga Deb be wearing suits with.
He was at the tailgate last year. He dapped me up.
He ain't nothing but a nigga, man.
He just a nigga.
He is a nigga.
He just a dude.
Well, that's Baltimore politics for you. Shout out Marilyn Mosby on trial today.
Can I wrap this pod up, bro? We've been in this bitch for almost 2 hours.
All right, ladies.
Only nigga listening is Asar right now.
Yes, sir.
All right, ladies. All right, gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another Agenda Season podcast. If you enjoyed this podcast, please share with a friend of a friend, a mother, sister, brother, father, uncle, various other relatives, various other friends and acquaintances.
Your biggest op if you hated our voices.
Hey, if you hate somebody, send him this podcast. If you love somebody, send him this podcast. Fuck with us. That's all I got to say.
We just some real niggas try to make it, man.
We just some niggas try to make it. Bring us out the hood.
And we actually watch sports, unlike ESPN.
Stephen A. is not watching them games.
Stephen A. does not watch football.
At all.
All right,
all right, y'all.
All right, good pod, gentlemen.